this album cover. Look
Necrot.
Necrot. Look at this.
Is it NECK?
No,
Like your neck is
NECROT.
writing? Oh, like
They got this album.
necrotic?
Oh, NEC, they dropped the K?
Yeah.
Like necrotic tissue?
Okay.
They've got this album that came out this year called Lifeless Birth. Look at that fucking album cover.
Look at his... He's got a pussy dick.
Oh!
He's got a pussy dick and it's birthing stuff.
It's birthing people.
Yeah.
That are then
Are we allowed to
flying
put
around.
this up on our show?
You can put the album cover up, yeah. Of
Okay.
course.
Can we play the music?
That's probably not preferable. Although once again, another band where I'm like, yeah, you probably
Is it any
wouldn't
good?
be upset. That's record rules. I love it.
No, what's it called? Necrot?
Necrot,
Necrot, if you want to check out
Lifeless Birth.
Lifeless Birth, if you at least go look at the album cover, but you know what? Maybe throw them a listen, see if you like it.
Little death metal from Oakland.
Maybe a little Bay Area metal will set your week off right, or your weekend if you listen to this on Friday when it comes out.
And you can come and talk to us about it on our
Discord!
on our Discord.
How do you get to Discord? It's simple. Go to Patreon, not through the app because they'll take money from us. Go to Patreon, find the SHUDcast, sign up. Only $3, you get Discord. But if you're going to do 3, you might as well do 5, which gives you, what is it, full-length
Bennis
videos?
Money mini episodes and fully videos.
Yeah, full-length videos and bonus mini episodes just for you. And if you're feeling frisky, do the $8 tier, and you get full-length bonus episodes every month. It's such a steal.
Full length losers. And if you're questioning what you're getting, it is welcome to SHUDcast!
SHUDcast! That was
Hi.
quick.
Welcome, everybody.
Curtis, you're not screaming and yelling and getting all wild because of your...
We might
Yeah.
my ailment.
Yeah, that's fair.
It
Yeah,
come-
Cody's a little under the weather today.
They're braving whatever sickness I have right now, whatever plague I've
This
contracted.
is true, and we do it for you, listener. Because if we took this off, you would get shit late, and we said no. You get your stuff on time.
Then further, we wouldn't do it over Zoom because that's a shitty product.
It's bad.
We know.
It's just not
I
good.
listened
It's
to
not
it.
great.
Not great.
Not
It's
great.
just- Zoom introduces this very slight delay, which is fine for and if you look at our quarterly sales in Q2, it's fine for that bullshit. But if you're trying to have a conversation with someone, that slight delay fucks it all up.
Yeah.
It just ruins the back
We
and
need the
forth.
flow. You don't have the
Is
flow.
it not weird that they have offices?
Zoom?
Like in general.
Yeah.
Oh, Zoom has offices?
That is
Yes.
kind of weird. That's
Shouldn't
annoying.
they all be working?
Well, hold on. Only if the people that are in the offices are only the tech people, right? Like,
It's a huge building. I think it's up in NorCal, but it's
It
a
is.
big
I hope
building.
their
think about
policy is draconian.
Yeah,
You must
yeah.
be here 6 days a week.
Yeah. Absolutely
like
no
some of the other
video
tech companies right
conferencing.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
All their meetings, if they have international meetings, they fly there. They do not video chat for any of their meetings. They're all in person.
Yeah.
That would actually be terrifying to learn that was true because then you know
Yeah.
there's something wrong with that.
you absolutely would.
Should that desk light be on or off?
It's on.
It doesn't matter.
Should be
Okay.
on. I like it on.
Okay.
I like it on too.
It adds.
It won't affect
We
us.
will notice.
Thank
I'll
you.
fucking notice if it's gone. I'm like, where was that little extra little orange glow?
Cool.
Why is that gone?
Okay.
He's full of shit.
Just wanted to double check.
That light hitting that camera,
100%.
you're out of your mind.
Yeah, it does something. Every light does
Should I
something.
go turn it off and we'll AB it?
Well,
No, because
here
he'll
we
say
go.
he notices a difference. We can't blind A/B this.
Well, I'll get up and I'll turn it
Yeah,
off and
you
see
can't
what he
do
does about it.
You can't do it blind. You have to have
we have
razor
to do
sharp
it.
eyesight.
He has to not be here, and
Yeah.
we'll do a few clips on and off, and then he has to guess.
When was that ever going to happen?
Never.
Probably not. Okay.
It's not high on my priorities list.
We're moving
I'm
on.
just saying.
We're the horror movie podcast where we discuss films that freak you out and the friendships they even freak.
Yes, and now we're getting into spooky season.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Because this is week 2 of.
Hallo-Weenie!
Yeah, you better draw some energy for that one.
It's going to come in waves, guys. I've noticed that all day.
That's
Like,
okay.
I'll get a burst where I'm like
Yeah.
really talkative and excited and animated, and then
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Wow, I feel very tired."
Yeah, Jaffiel. Well, I'm glad you summoned it for that.
Yes.
I summoned it for that.
Thank
We'll-
you.
We'll see if it comes back later. Probably will.
Hallo-Weenie.
Hallo-Weenie.
You guys done spooky stuff yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have.
You guys
He
definitely
has.
have.
Yeah.
I haven't yet. I will be
I
soon.
guess not.
I did Halloween Horror Nights.
Yep.
Did I do anything else yet besides Halloween Horror Nights?
We almost went to that last week, but I couldn't get the express ticket.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man.
Sold out?
Yep.
For anybody that was any listeners in Los Angeles that happened to go during that awful fucking heat wave that we had.
Oh yeah, you
2
braved.
weeks ago.
You braved the hottest of hots.
Yeah, I was out there being a trooper.
Yeah.
In 120-degree heat. And you know what? It was magic.
Yeah.
For a little while,
There
you're
was-
like, I'm a sun person.
I was
Yeah.
a sun person. There was no one there.
I strongly considered going just because
Yeah.
You saying no one's there.
The longest wait the whole night was 40 minutes.
Incredible.
That was for the
great.
regular people. For all the
great.
people that had express passes, literally just walked on everything. Remember that year that you and I went? I think it was last year, where even after like 10 p.m. or something, even the express pass didn't save you.
Yeah.
You were still in line for
We
like
were
40
still-
minutes.
we were still
right?
waiting, yeah.
Yeah, no, none of that. It was
Oh,
magic.
that's
Having
better.
said that, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre maze became a very real thing because it was so incredibly hot inside of that maze. It was hotter inside of the maze than it was outside of the maze at 5:30.
Did you do that first?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Fucking
Oh, fuck yeah. And then I know we did that, but because there was nobody in line, we got to just walk in. We didn't even use the express pass. So then I went back and did it again.
Hell yeah. That's the dream. You did it right.
Dude, they really fucking nailed it with that maze. They had like masks from every era. They
God damn
had
it.
moments from every movie up to a certain point, just kind of peppered throughout. It was great.
This is where I'm rabid for it.
It was a good
Like,
year, man. It was
Every night I'm like, Jess, you want to go? You just want to go?
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like of all of the years, this was the one where I felt like there were more mazes that were great than others. Even the mazes, like I thought the weekend maze was gonna be fucking stupid. The weekend maze ruled.
Oh,
it was so
God.
awesome.
That
Yeah.
sucks to hear.
I've been keeping. Kaylin's in Aspen. Kaylin gets back on Thursday from Aspen, and I'm like, oh, we could go that night because there are express passes Thursday.
Really?
Yeah.
It's still cheap-ish too.
It's cheaper than it will be.
It's worth
in
it,
a couple
man.
weeks.
It's worth it.
Wow.
I'm trying to think if I did other spooky season stuff. I've gone to Spirit Halloween a few times.
It
Yeah,
is
same.
early in the season, to be fair.
It is. We got our Beyond Fest tickets.
Got our Beyond Fest tickets, baby.
That's how I know that shit's getting real.
Yeah.
Is when the Beyond Fest tickets go on sale.
Yeah, happening next week.
Yeah.
Beyond
weeks.
Fest. Curtis Fest.
So excited.
What spooky stuff have you done, Lucas? Did you do spooky yet?
Sorrel and I went to Escape Hotel in Hollywood.
Nice.
Yeah. We
Shit's
were
fun.
watching. Yeah, we were watching a friend of hers is in the little cabaret show. She's a dancer, so we sat in the little restaurant thing where we watched this. We watched them dance and do little cabaret numbers, and we also watched this group of women, aged 50 to 75, dressed in flapper gear, walk in wasted.
Nice.
They walked in. We saw the manager turn to her like server and go, "They're cut off." 30 minutes goes by. One of them's just kind of like wandering aimlessly, like blacked out, can't see what she's doing, just wandering.
Was this a 75-year-old? Because I wanted to
She's
be.
what I think she was in the middle. The 75-year-old just goes down later. 45 minutes just, and then this. I guess they phoned in somebody. And it was perfect because the guy from downstairs was this like butcher guy in a bloody apron that
Damn.
comes up with an earpiece in, like, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean? Like, that's who came to pick her up.
I love that. I was going to ask if like a ghoul came to help. That's fantastic.
Oh, that was perfect. And we took fun pictures. And then that is across the street from Bar. I did not realize Bar Sinister was right across
Right
the
there.
street. So we went in there and did goth stuff.
And nothing has changed.
Nothing's changed.
Cool.
It's really cool.
I'm really excited to hear that. Curtis, have you run a Bar Sinister?
Once.
Once? I think
Yeah.
I've only been once. Maybe twice.
I think I've been twice.
Went with
Fun time.
Pretty sure both times were with you two.
Once was definitely with you two.
Yeah, Stolen Babies.
Yeah, Stolen Babies. That was some anniversary show for them.
Damn.
Were we 19 for that?
Yeah.
Did we walk in as 19-year-olds
Yeah.
and we didn't get carded?
Were
Yeah.
we 19?
Yeah.
Because I think for that event,
Oh,
could.
yeah. That makes sense.
God, we were 19.
Yeah, we were underage for that one. But I found they gave us these goodie bags, these swag bags. Do you remember this?
Oh, with the T-shirt.
With a T-shirt, but there was also because
Yes.
I recently found them and I'm going to use them on my next pair of shoes I get. But they're shoelaces. They're black shoelaces. But they all over it says like fuck you, fuck.
Like
Yes.
very tiny. You can't
Very
see
tiny,
us.
like fuck everywhere. And I've been too nervous to wear them, but now I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. These are too
Man,
small. This is
Yeah.
fun.
I think I wore those out. I think those are gone.
Really?
now. Yeah, I think those are long gone.
I wore out that T-shirt for sure.
That T-shirt became schmedium on me very quickly. I remember
Yo, yeah,
that.
it was small on me too.
Yeah.
But it was my comfy at home. I don't need to look good to the world
Yeah.
because like it like also distorted in a way where like the logo's off center and it's
Yeah.
like barely kissing the bottom of my belly. I mean, it was not a good look.
Yeah, mine fit, but then I quickly embraced a love affair with Natty Light in college. And I'll tell you what, it's Natty Light unless you're drinking 30, and then it is no longer light beer, and you
Right.
become very fat very quickly.
PSA: beer makes you fat.
Beer makes you fat.
And movies make you fun.
Movies
What do we
make you
watch?
so
What
much
did we
fucking
watch?
fun.
Okay, I'm gonna run through these really quickly.
Oh, you run through them. We got some overlap.
We got some overlap. I think we
do
have
have
quite a
some
bit of
overlap.
overlap. All right, so the first thing I did is I rewatched Beetlejuice again.
I did too.
the day-
Beetlejuice 1.
Beetlejuice
Yeah.
1, which is that was the day that I went to watch Beetlejuice for the first time. I then went and watched it again last week because I had nothing to do in San Francisco one night. Which is a weird thing to say, but I didn't have anything to do.
That happened.
Okay.
How did we all see that? Austin, did you see it yet?
Beetlejuice?
Uh-huh.
No, just no.
Okay.
I've
That was
only
going to be
seen the
my
first-
mini if you had seen it. But
Oh, sorry. I've only seen the first Beetlejuice.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I guess we better withhold our detailed commentary.
You can say general thoughts.
yeah.
It's fun. I have fun.
I have an idea of what
It's exactly what you expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what you expect, and I think depending on how you feel about that, then you will have a good time. I'll tell you what, they do one thing specifically that is the opposite of the thing that you hate, and I think you will really appreciate it.
So a thing that I like.
Yes.
Oh, I
is it?
I'll like it.
The fact that they don't use the AI for something.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Good. Yay. Fuck AI.
The farther away from it that I get, the less I like it.
Yep.
It was again one of those like, oh, this is kind of cute and fun, but like as it was happening, I think I might have texted just you. Like 25 minutes in, I turned to Jess and goes, "Why does every scene feel like the first scene in the movie?"
Oh, really?
And yeah, it's a disaster. But Tim Burton is kind of locked in,
Yeah.
so there's fun stuff there.
Sure.
It's a fun movie.
His
It's just-
humor's shining through, which I liked.
Yeah,
what I found is so interesting is that of all the people that I know that have seen it, only you two and one other person I know thoroughly didn't really care for it.
Oh, really?
Everybody
Everyone
else that
else?
I know loved it, down to the fact that two people I know, who you guys know as well, have said that they like it more, potentially, than the original.
Throw them
Well,
into a river.
yeah.
I haven't even seen it, and I know that's wrong.
People are taking pictures of the screen in the movie theaters now, though. So
This is becoming like an epidemic.
this is
These people need to be
we are.
slapped. There should be. You know how in ArcLight there was a guy who would like
who would slap you.
who would like make sure the movie was
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, he would
There's-
stand there for a little bit.
They should get one of those who waits until the title
hall
has.
monitor.
Yeah, wait until the title has come and gone, and if you take a picture of the screen, he slaps you.
Well,
he just walks up and just slaps you in the
Well,
face.
at New Bev, I haven't actually seen it happen, but I think
Yeah.
they kill you.
Good, as you should be.
we never see those people
Just
again.
slap phone.
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, Beetlejuice made a shit ton of fucking money. So
It did make a lot of money, so we will
Good.
get a Beetlejuice.
It's fun. I don't know. I quite liked it, especially after the second time. I think I liked it. All the things that I don't like about it are kind of whatever, fleeting. I'll probably end up watching it every fucking year.
I mean, like,
It will be an
look,
annual.
Yeah.
I've definitely I'm going to talk about some stuff tonight that I'll get yelled at for that I liked better, and I should be yelled at for. So anyway,
No, if it's what I think we're talking about, then no, you're right.
We'll see.
You're absolutely right. It's a fun time. 3 stars from the objective monster inside of me.
Nice.
4 from the me.
What'd you give it? Nothing and a like.
I don't know. We'll
Okay.
see.
That was the answer. Yes.
Yeah.
Me in 15 years.
Nothing and a like.
I watched a movie called Witchcraft, 1964.
Hell yeah, you did.
Don Sharp.
Oh.
It is a starring Lon Chaney Jr.
Oh.
It is fine.
No, this isn't from that, but I've realized because I'm reading The Angel of Indian Lake. Are you getting some of the movies that you're watching from some references in Angel of Indian Lake? Like Straight Jacket? Did that get on your list?
So, a couple episodes ago, it was when I was reading Don't Fear the Reaper. I started making a list of all the ones that I hadn't seen.
Yeah.
Weirdly, in the Angel of Indian Lake, there were only a few that I'd never seen.
Yeah, I'm like 50 pages in, but I was like, we talked about a couple of these recently, and I just wondered if that's a good way to fucking grab them.
Yeah.
The Straight
you know?
Jacket one was a coincidence.
Yeah.
That was a complete
That's pretty
coincidence.
fun.
I did actually finish that book.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hell yeah.
I finished that book the other day, and I started How to Sell a Haunted House.
Okay.
That's the
I
Grady
like that
Hendrix.
one. I like
That's
that one quite a bit.
interesting. That's an interesting.
Did you like it?
transaction back.
Did you like the book? How it ended?
Did you finish it yet?
No, I'm like 70%.
I did quite a bit.
Okay.
I don't know if I like it more than Don't Fear the Reaper,
Okay.
but I thought it was a solid way to wrap it up. I will say that the only kind of like issue that I have with that series is that if you don't really remember everything that
tough,
happened in
dude.
names,
Dude.
it's tough.
Dude, Jesus fucking Christ.
It's tough.
It has been such a nightmare. And like I think that's why it's taken me so long to read, is because like I just spend so much time like I know this name you just said is significant. I have no fucking idea who you're talking
And
about.
he throws them off too. Like he'll
Yeah.
just talk about, he'll say like a character action and not even name the person that happened in book 2 or 1. You're like, who?
Yeah, it's because it's interesting because it feels like you.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's a series. The other day, I was thinking to myself right after I finished it that like it's a series where making those into movies would be really difficult. I think, but they read as if they should be
Yeah.
because of things like that. Like,
Well, and it's just like 2 is like so dense with like how much happened, because there's like multiple red herrings and like multiple killers, and like then 3 starts and they start referencing stuff, and I'm like,
What?
oh yeah,
it's tough.
What did Dark Mill South do again?
it was helpful that I'd finished Don't Fear the Reaper like not that long before I started this one.
Oh really?
Yeah, so that was a little bit helpful. But
Yeah, I read that like last year. So it was like a year between them.
I will say there was a moment in the third act of the book that I was a little bit like,
Okay.
and then he does something else where I quickly changed my mind.
Oh,
Okay,
interesting.
very excited.
I thought it was a very, very, very solid wrap up to what I think is maybe one of my favorite trilogies I've ever read.
It's a great trilogy. Worth your time.
Very
Indian
much
Lake
worth your time.
trilogy.
And also just read his books. He's such a good fucking author.
He's a great writer.
Only
and,
Good Indians, incredible.
and a good horror nerd like us.
Yes.
Yeah. And he put out another book the same time. I Was a Teenage Slasher.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, really?
Like,
Yeah.
like same time as this third book, right?
It came out in the summer. Yeah.
Okay.
And then he's got another one that comes out. Dude, have you heard about this one?
Dude, this
Oh,
one
no.
sounds.
This
What
one
is
comes out in January. It's a fucking horror western
Oh,
called
no.
The Buffalo Hunter
Oh,
Hunter.
God damn it.
It's like
God damn
cowboys
it.
and vampires. Dude.
Oh,
Yeah, it sounds
Dude,
awesome.
He's the fucking coolest.
can't
Man.
wait.
I love him. And I really love his writing style. Anyway, that was Witchcraft and the books that I read.
Make it quick, guys.
Yeah, make it quick. I'm
Okay.
trying. Sorry, I got on
That's
a
okay.
hole. I watched Dead Silence. Not as good as I remembered.
I got a feeling the back half of this episode will be shorter. So
Yeah, I do
This
too.
is absolutely true.
I took a cue from Austin, but I did the opposite.
What?
You end spooky season with The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
I tried to start it with
Kick
The
it
Nightmare
off?
Before Christmas. You know,
Lovely. Wonderful
or
time.
not right away, but earlier.
Was it weird?
Can't go
was it
wrong.
fucking weird? Did it suck?
What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
I'm asking. I just want to know.
I don't know. What are you doing right now? You goading me about something? What the fuck's happening?
I want to know what the experience
He's
was.
in a
do you mean with the
tender
experience
emotional
enough?
state. Leave him alone.
I'm tender right now. It was magic. It's one of the best movies ever made. What the fuck's
It
wrong
is
with
one of
you?
the
Why
best
are you being
movies ever
weird?
made.
I'm not. I'm just asking if it sucked.
No, it's good every day.
It's never
Okay.
once sucked.
I agree.
Okay.
I like that, what you just did. I was a big fan of it.
I watched a movie called Trim Season, which I had been waiting for several years.
So funny.
The stoner horror movie that I saw it like it was a write up in Fango or something a while ago. Or I don't remember how I became aware of this movie, but I was very curious about what it was. It's really interesting. I quite liked it.
Hell yeah.
It's worth watching.
Trim season?
Trim Season.
Like
It's about
snip.
yeah.
Trim your
Trim and
plants.
weed.
It's not like
Weed
about a
trimmers.
guy going out to a bar and picking up chicks.
Yeah.
No.
The fuck was
Okay.
that? What would that be?
His pube.
Trim?
You've never heard, going to a bar picking up some trim. You've
No.
never heard that
Have
phrase
you?
before.
No.
Gonna go get some trim.
What's
It's
trim?
very old timey.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like picking up chicks. Yeah, it's like
Is it
what?
short for something?
Toxico.
let me see. Hold on.
Trim?
Yeah.
Well, this one was about a couple of people that go to trim weed on a farm in Northern California in the Green
I did read
Triangle.
about
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
And weird shit happens. Anybody else hear that?
I ain't got
Nope.
nothing.
No.
It was cool.
Auditory
it
hallucinations.
has some
This first Quora entry, I'm looking up what
Quora.
picking up trim is, and the first thing that Google gave, I saw a black kid who kept saying to his group, "I need some trim."
Christ.
What does that mean?
Why did he say
I
that?
don't know why he needed it to
Why is that the
specify.
first thing that you get?
I don't know.
Cora
Hold on.
is
What did you Google? What was the exact thing you Googled?
Picking up some trim.
That's what you Googled?
because Cora is boomer Reddit, so that's just designed to get a boomer.
Oh
to
yeah,
click
that's the
that.
first thing that I got too.
We got to see.
Language of the blues. Trim. Trim is slang for female genitalia. I know more about blues than you do, Cody.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Well,
Trim.
okay.
In the blues,
Where did
it
that
means
even-
I need some sex. Give me some trim means give me some sex.
I'm not making up shit.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm
No, I
failing to
was just
understand how that works, but I believe it.
Where they get trim, like how they...
Yeah. How did that term come to
I
be?
don't know.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Okay. I watched a movie from 2020 called Vicious Fun. It was a Shudder exclusive. It's quite good. Recommend.
Which is fun.
I watched Devils of Darkness, 1965. This was Lance Comfort. Not great. It was on a double feature disc with Witchcraft. I watched it, basically felt like I watched it under duress. Not great. Dracula, watched Dracula 1972. I thought I had seen this before. I had never seen it.
I was amazed. I looked at your letterbox and it wasn't a rewatch, and I was like, "Did you do this wrong?"
I thought I'd watched it. I never have.
Holy
it fucks
shit.
so hard.
It's so weird.
It's so fucking cool.
It's a
I
great
love it.
direct sequel to Blood for Dracula.
Yes, dude. Yes.
It's just
yes.
pick it up 240 years
yes.
later.
Yes. Yes, but with a clearly better way of pronouncing every word
Sure.
than Udo Kier does in that in Virgins. Virgins.
I'm sorry. I meant Horror of Dracula.
Oh,
Yeah.
that works too.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, that's an
No,
interesting blend
No,
of.
I meant the other Christopher Lee, Peter
yeah.
Cushing.
Yeah, right. But great rips.
Hell yeah.
I like it a lot more than Horror of Dracula, to be honest.
Do you really?
Yeah, I think so.
That's interesting.
Because it's so fucking weird.
It is weird. It's proper
It's
weird.
so weird.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel. It feels unlike every other Dracula movie
It
I've
is.
ever
It
seen.
is very much so.
Thoroughly enjoyed. Watched The Demon Disorder, which I believe several of us did.
we've watched that.
I did too.
Goop.
So
Goop.
goopy.
Talk about some fucking great practical effects.
Really great
Effects
practical
are
effects.
awesome.
And a cool little story.
I love. I just love an Aussie flavor.
Me
you know?
too.
Yeah.
Just a little couple
know.
Aussie weirdos.
Same. It just feels sweaty and weird.
Yeah.
Because that place is sweaty and weird.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought the practical effects were amazing. I think as a movie, it's so fine.
Yeah. It made me question. Wait, John Noble is not an Australian person.
Mm-mm.
So okay, these other performers just have. Okay.
Who is?
the dad?
He is.
Is he Australian?
Yes.
He's Australian.
Yes.
yes.
Because I looked him up. I was
He
like, what do
is.
I know him
Cool.
from? I was like, oh, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And it says Australian actor. I was
Well,
like,
fuck me. He's one of the best actors alive. Then
The director did the special effects for Boar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's that's his thing. He
Yeah.
did a bunch of those.
Yep.
Needed
good
makeup
ass
for
effects.
Ghost Ship.
Fuck yeah.
It's a good movie. I like
It is. It's well worth it.
And The
It's what?
Hobbit, right? He did
And The
makeup on The
Hobbit.
Hobbit.
Make up for The Hobbit and King Kong, the
Oh, fuck yeah.
Del Toro one, obviously, and Matrix Revolutions.
Peter Jackson.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I wish. Could you imagine?
sorry.
They're easily conflatable.
I'm
I
in a
understand.
I'm in
She's
a
having
fragile
sex
state.
with that monkey.
What?
We're
Guillermo
thinking
del
about a
Toro.
Del Toro King Kong. Like a
Oh.
weird fucked up monkey, and she definitely would fuck the monkey. In
fuck
his,
the shit out of that monkey.
in his version.
Actually, would she fuck the shit out of the monkey, or would the monkey fuck the shit out?
think
I think
she
they would
would.
agree to fuck the monkey.
Or would it
Probably.
just be Ron Perlman?
Just Quest for Fire. Just make Quest for Fire. Put him in that suit. Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah, cool little movie.
Fun little movie. It's short too.
For those of us, God damn it, I'm having trouble.
It's okay. This is great.
For those listeners who are Patreon subscribers and were on our Discord last week when we announced that we had a
Yes.
little Friday the 13th marathon, you would have had the pleasure, I will say, of watching a little watch along of Friday the 13th Part 2,
Yeah,
Friday the 13th Part 6, Friday the 13th Part 7,
I didn't.
and perhaps maybe now second or third favorite Friday the 13th movie, Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday.
Second or third favorite.
I have seen The Light.
That's so
Thank
funny.
you. It's awesome.
It is insane. It's
See?
the most insane movie ever made.
And
I
it
think.
really helps when you watch it in a marathon setting. It's such a breath of fresh air. Because you have watched X amount of movies before that of the same fucking thing. And then you get squid puke insanity. Or not
Yeah.
squid,
mean,
worm.
kinda.
Oh, I got his thing now. Slugs.
the
you
brain
get
worm?
the slug.
Yeah.
Slug puke. Oh, dude.
Unhinged.
It's insane.
The
It's a
shaving.
great time. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, oh my. Send me to heaven with the shaving scene.
Yeah.
Shit was incredible. I thought about
so
that every
fucking-
day since we watched that.
It's so funny.
Slow-mo
Yeah.
fans.
It's magic.
I wish they would have done Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. It was right there.
It was right there.
Fucking there.
It was right there. Anyway, that concludes the things that I watched.
Great.
Wow.
We'll crank out the things I watched.
Crank 'em. Start cranking.
I watched Batman 1989.
Hell yeah.
Still
Hell yeah.
the best movie ever made. I think it's my third favorite Batman movie. Yeah, that's correct. Mm-hmm.
Behind what?
Behind and behind Returns.
Dark Knight Returns? Batman
No,
Returns.
Batman Returns.
The Batman Returns. Batman.
Man of taste
Yeah.
and culture.
I used to
then-
be that, and then I watched Batman Returns again, and I flipped them.
And that's what I did this time. I actually watched Batman. Was like, I like Returns better.
Oh, no. I'm saying
Oh.
they did the opposite.
right.
Yeah, Batman.
Yeah, you're both agreeing.
No. The Batman, Batman,
Yeah.
Batman Returns.
Yes.
He's
That's-
saying the Batman, Batman Returns, Batman.
Yes.
But yes.
He
yeah.
2 and 3 are flipped for each of them.
I stopped caring
I know.
a little bit ago.
Okay.
No, you have to care. You have
I
to
watched The Fun House, a Toby Hooper movie that's on Shudder.
Ooh.
It ends fucking great, and I think Rob Zombie takes more from this than maybe most other things he's taken from.
Maybe not as much as Texas Chainsaw.
It's pretty
but
close.
There's a lot.
This and that are like the two.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, like the families, like this is more. I don't say it's more family stuff than Texas Chainsaw, but like it's somehow just as deranged and weirder sometimes than Texas Chainsaw. Like, I mean, it's Toby Hooper. Rob Zombie's Toby Hooper. That's all we got. He's knocked in the head with a lead pipe, Toby Hooper. It was a fun movie. It's like 40 minutes of like, I don't know if even I like these hangout vibes, but then it gets into weird shit with the circus performers, and it was cool. I rewatched Gladiator.
Ridley
'Cause
Scott Gladiator?
Ridley Scott Gladiator, because I hadn't seen it. And
Please say we did that in the same night. Please say it was the Funhouse, Ridley Scott's Gladiator.
I wish I could say I was that cool. Good.
Thank you.
It's good.
It's fine. It's not that good.
I think it's kind of remarkable for 2000.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, but like dudes were like creaming their jeans.
They
over that thing.
really are.
And it's not.
It was
worth
Fight
it.
Club creaming before
Yeah,
Fight Club.
it was just like, oh.
That's just after Fight Club.
This is
Is this after Fight Club?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the year after.
I remember seeing that in theaters.
Same.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
I was too violent. I wasn't allowed to see it, so I watched it at Connor's house because he had her DVD. Because
My-
all the violent stuff I would watch at his house, and all the
Should've called
sex
me.
stuff he'd watch at my
I'd
house.
picked you up in my van, taking me
Wait.
with all the other children I was hanging out with.
Hold on, back up. Say
What?
that-
No, I said what I said, and I'm not going to repeat it. Go on, Gladiator. Not very good.
I mean, it's fine. It's 4 stars. I'm like,
No,
I
it's
cannot
shitty.
deny some of this.
It's shitty?
Yeah, it's shitty.
Now he's just digging in.
It's the worst movie I've ever
When
seen.
was the last time?
You watched it recently.
Semi, yeah.
Semi.
And I was like, this isn't that good.
My confirmed Catholic name is Maximus Aurelius.
That's hot.
I don't believe
There's a
you.
book. No, I swear there's a book in a church that says
a
my
church.
name is Maximus.
Well, how do I know it's your name if it just says Maximus? Or it could be
Well,
a different
because
Maximus.
it says
Chris.
Lucas. Well, then Lucas Long, and then confirmed
now
Catholic
you don't
name.
make any sense. The words
in the
that
book.
you just said doesn't make
It's
sense. now.
in the church, I am known as Maximus.
But no one's ever called you that in the church.
Let's go to a church.
Do I haven't been to one to find out if they're still
Fair
slinging
enough.
these names around.
Just
go.
open the door. Maximus is back. Holy shit. He wasn't lying.
I'm excited for that sequel. That's why I'm like, I want to see that. So I wanted to refresh myself.
I don't care about it. Well, the water looks cool, but I'd rather watch that clip on YouTube later.
I don't know.
Can
I
you
did-
film it for me?
that one will allow phones.
But I hope I do. And you're in the audience and you scream at me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm doing it for you.
Yeah. No, not on the
Oliver
phone.
Reed, his final performance. He died making this movie. I just want to say he's one of the best fucking actors to ever live.
He is.
God, he's the best.
If you can take one of out of that statement.
He's the best actor to ever.
No.
Okay.
Have been in a Gladiator movie.
Love him.
The Devils. The fuck's
All
wrong
right.
with you?
It's a good movie.
He's
He's
one of
good.
the- He's one of
Best
the best
horror movies ever made.
Maybe the best actor of all time.
It is not a horror.
All right, I got to crank through these.
It is
Body
a horror
Bags.
movie. We're
I
not
watched
doing
Body
this.
Bags.
Oh, John Carpenter.
John Carpenter, Toby Hooper. Never seen it.
I haven't seen this.
Somehow doesn't quite work, even though I was like enjoying it as I watched it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, but it feels like it doesn't make sense as a
It's an anthology
90-minute
film.
thing you
Yeah.
watch. Like, should have just like episodes on TV. I mean, it was a Showtime movie, so for all intents and purposes, it was. But you know, there's some fun stuff in it. Like every horror director ever is in it, so that's cool.
Nice.
I watched The Front Room, which apparently I'm the only person in America who went and saw this movie.
Didn't have a long runtime in
I was so
theaters.
bummed
Yeah.
it's already gone.
Yeah.
I wanted to go this week.
I'm also the only person in America who liked this movie, I guess. It fucking ruled. Catherine Hunter deserves an Oscar. Brandy deserves an Oscar. Like,
Wow.
it does some A24 stuff that I could see, like, if you know the brand going in, you're like, I'm probably going to get some A24 stuff, and you get some A24 stuff. But, like, I had such a fun time going on that ride. It was a blast. I hooted and hollered. It was great.
Good. Glad for you.
Directed and written by the younger Eggers brothers. Twin Eggers brothers.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Baby eggs.
It's too many.
I watched 2 times. I watched Rebel Ridge on Netflix.
It's that good.
This is my second favorite movie of the year.
Oh,
Straight up. It rips and roars, guys.
Oh,
I don't know
fuck
what
yeah.
to tell you.
What is
Jeremy
it? Is it an
Saulnier.
action movie?
Yes. The director of Green Room.
Oh, hell yeah.
And this guy, Aaron Pierre, biggest star working right now. That's the performance. Like, he fucking rules so hard. And it's not, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but it's like, it's not the Rambo movie you might think it is going in.
Don
It's
Johnson?
way smarter than that. It's way more interesting than that. It's such a good script. Like, just take like the tightness of that Green Room script, and like, I feel like this takes place in the same world, right? Mm-hmm. It feels like the same type of people you would meet in that world here on a different situation.
It's pretty sick.
Watched it twice.
pretty sick.
I love it so much. I hope they put out a disc sometime.
Oh, yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I know.
That
Absolutely
sucks.
watch it. I watched 3 movies that are related because I needed to get it. I was I guess in a fever state. I watched All Hallows Eve, Terrifier, and Terrifier 2. It worked. We got him.
He found his energy.
I need to pass out.
All Hallows Eve.
That's the one where he first appeared in, right?
Technically, yes. Yes, the first feature film he appeared in.
And it's
It's an anthology.
Okay.
Yeah. And my Letterboxd review says, look, it's 107 degrees outside, and I fell asleep twice because my body was in protection mode, but that's not necessarily the movie's fault.
That movie's also, even All Hallows Eve isn't
It's not great.
It's not great.
But like, having only seen Terrifier 2, I'm like, oh, I see where this comes from.
Well, you'd seen Terrifier, right?
I had not seen all of it. I turned it off.
Oh.
I was like, I don't want this at the time.
he fucking turned it off.
I didn't know you
Moving
did
on.
that. I didn't know that was possible for you.
I didn't know either
turn off
until
a
I watched
movie.
Terrifier the first time, because I watched it this time. I was like, okay. I like
At
it.
what point did you turn it off the first time?
When he sits down in that pizza joint, I'm like, I can't look at this face. I can't look at this
Oh,
face.
quickly.
Yeah, quickly.
He knew it wasn't for him.
Wow, you didn't like it. Wait, hold on.
I really didn't like it.
Oh, but you please continue.
I still don't like looking at him.
Why?
But Terrifier 2 fucking rips and roars.
Roars, dude, it's incredible. It's fucking ridiculous how good that how stupid good that movie is.
It's a good time. Where I'm like, okay, I'm just having a good time.
It's a blast, yeah.
That movie in particular, having gone on the ride I went, I was like, you could see the incremental, not even incremental in some cases, sometimes it's a market increase, but like an incremental like taste and aesthetic upgrade each time. Where I'm like, I think he's finally getting to do, Damien Leone, finally getting to do what he wants to do in Terrifier 2. And I'm like, it's such a specific thing. It's an itch that you need, it's a wart you need removed because it will become cancerous. But it's a thing
Put it
that's
on the poster.
specific.
I feel like you guys are all like huffing.
Oh no!
I feel like you guys are all like huffing paint without me. Between my opinion of the movie tonight and then also Terrifier 2. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I live in a parody world. I don't like it interests me in no way. It's still too long though. I admit it's too long. Terrifier 2.
Yeah, probably. But I had a good time the whole time.
Fine, I'm gonna hold it. I can hold it. I get to hold it and treat it how I want. You
The addendum.
Look at his face. Like I'm holding his actual child.
I'm going to treat it how I want.
I don't like the words that just came out of your mouth. Well, I'm very excited for Terrifier 3.
And we're going to see Terrifier 3 at Beyond Fest, baby.
West Coast premiere, baby.
At the Egyptian Theater.
Egyptian
the place where they
Theater.
premiered Alien, where the fucking first movie premiere ever was. We're going to see that fucking
First movie premiere ever.
Robin Hood.
Was that was the
At the Egyptian.
no
Yeah.
shit?
Uh-huh.
Really? I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I will be taking that day, and I will be.
Is it technically slated for Christmas?
No.
release?
No, it comes out.
in
It comes out
October.
on October 10th.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I won't be there.
Go, listener, hound Austin and tell him to come with you.
Sure.
Tell him.
Tell me
him
on
nonstop.
Discord. Tell me on Discord. Sign up. Tell me, and I still won't go, but you can tell me to go.
Bringing bleach and I'm bringing salt.
It's still.
It's the best.
I just cackle. Like I can't even describe it. It's a disease. It's a disease, and I love having it. Ugh.
It's one of those things where it's like, not to just stay on Terrifier for the rest of the episode, and I know I said I wanted to finish this quickly, but like it's one of those things where it's like I feel like I don't understand why that movie got criticism from the horror community in
Which
general. Terrifier.
Oh, okay.
Specifically 2, because maybe even 1. I honestly I don't quite understand it, because like to me it feels like, oh, this is just, it's embracing the things that we love so much about bad horror movies from the 70s and 80s, right? And it's just kind of like throwing them all into one maximalist version of this, right?
Right. I guess the key term is bad movies.
Well,
And some
sure, but
people,
like-
I know, like I don't agree with it, but like some people would say, yeah, they're fucking bad movies. And I'm like,
Well, yeah, but like then you look at like the Friday the 13th movies,
Yeah,
right? Like
like-
we herald them, right?
are you
But,
not having a
like-
good time?
Yeah, right, exactly. You know what I mean?
Those are good movies. Those are fun movies.
Yeah.
Terrifier 2 is no fun. It's too long.
It is very long.
It's like being on it's been like being on a roller coaster for too long. Like at a certain point, you're like, I'm done now.
Yeah.
You're like, no, there's more. Like, well, I don't want more. You overstayed your welcome.
Yeah, it refuses to quit.
If it was 40 minutes shorter, I probably would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's outrageously long with 2 endings.
Yeah, I can't do it.
You've only
Hadn't talked
seen
about
one?
I've only seen Terrifier 2.
Only Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
Have you seen Terrifier 1?
Yes.
Have you seen All Hallows Eve?
I have not.
Do you like Terrifier 1?
I love Terrifier 1. And I love Terrifier 2 even more.
Hell yeah.
Well, you're probably going to be real happy with Terrifier.
That's it. It's going to just keep going up. It's going to get 6 stars.
I'm not gonna lie, boys. I have an outfit that I will be wearing to this premiere.
You picked out your outfit already?
Yes,
It's just a
I
garbage
spent-
bag with
It's laid
holes in it.
I spent money for this. I spent money for this.
Hell yeah.
I'm happy for
Where'd you get it?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
Wow.
I watched Jawbreaker for the first time.
I don't know, Jump.
Oh, it's Maddie. Maddie was talking about this. I think she saw that you guys watched it or something.
Jess loves it. I'd never seen it. Rose McGowan, Julie Benz, and Rebecca Gayheart and Judy Greer. Pam Grier's in it too.
All the Greers.
Yeah. Fun little teenage
See, he's a nuisance.
murder hangout movie that we don't get anymore.
Shut your fucking mouth. Sorry, Curtis. No,
It's cool. It's a cool time. And from that, I needed to watch Scream, so I watched Scream again.
Hell yeah, Scream.
as you should.
The Rose McGowan double, as it turned out.
Oh, yeah.
I watched Batman Forever because Jess and I were on a argument kick about who's better in general, Michael Keaton or Val Kilmer. And I was like, Michael Keaton's better actor than Val Kilmer. And
I would
Batman
agree with
Forever
that.
only bolsters my argument.
That Keaton's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keaton's better.
Yeah, that's a very specific hit of nostalgia for me. I think everyone's doing the most in that movie.
I've never seen
And purposefully so.
You ever seen Batman Forever?
Nope.
That's my 4th favorite.
It's your 4th favorite? That's right.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. When me and Maddie rewatched that not that long ago, I had this moment where I was like, "This thing is kind of fucking brilliant."
Kind of brilliant.
Yeah,
Not kind of.
because it's just leaning so hard into being like, "Let's be a cartoon."
Yeah. I was like, Val Kilmer's kind of the
Schumacher?
weak link here, in my opinion.
Was that Schumacher?
Yeah.
Did that one?
Yeah, it's fun.
He had a good time. 3.5 stars.
Batman and Robin's fun.
It's in no way like the comic books, but it's fun.
We've given that up.
Well, no, I mean like
point.
the Burton ones leaned into that.
Yeah, I mean, by this point, we've given up
Absolutely.
trying to be comic book movies at all. In that they are comic book-y, maybe. Let's see. What did I watch? People Under the Stairs. Wes Craven movie I'd never seen before.
I did too.
Holy goddamn shit.
Totally. I didn't even see that you watched
You
it.
guys have
Yeah.
never seen this?
We watched
No.
it. We watched it on the same day.
Yeah,
did, and
probably.
I'm
I
not
saw
gonna-
you watched it. It was like,
Unbeknownst to each other.
I won't lie. When I saw that you guys watched it on the same day, my immediate reaction was, "They have a text thread that I'm not in."
Well, we do. But no,
we did not discuss People Under the Stairs.
You mean just a one-on-one text message to
Yeah.
each other?
No,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, they have a
offended.
text thread.
No, that led to they made plans.
didn't invite
They didn't
you.
invite us. Us.
No,
That
just
is- that
Shudder.
is-
Shudder, right?
I've accepted
Yeah.
that happens more often than I'd like, but I cry about it on my own and not on the show because I'm a professional.
I'm in a very, very, very vulnerable state. Okay, and if I want to cry, I will. It's my house, and I don't feel good.
I thought the print they had was really at the New Bev was really nice too.
Oh. Yeah,
Fuck you.
yeah.
When we went,
Lick my ass.
when we went and watched it.
I fucked that up.
If you had added
And Wes Craven
Apollonius
was
in
there. He looked like shit, but he was there.
he gave everybody free Apollonias.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
God, that was a great night. Me and Austin.
Yep, just two buddies holding hands, watching movies.
You know,
Not hold his hand.
he saved me from Dead Wife Dan.
Thank you for doing that.
I enjoyed it. I had no idea what it was really
No.
before I watched it. I just knew it was one that I hadn't seen.
Great.
I didn't realize it was going to be like Everett McGill and Wendy Roby from Twin Peaks, just like losing their shit the whole time. When he jumps out in that gimp suit,
Oh,
I was like, "Here we fucking go!"
I at home alone out loud multiple times said, "What the fuck?" When
Yeah.
he pops out of that
And they're just
suit.
calling each other mommy and daddy. And I'm like, "This is Texas Chainsaw. This is Wes Craven doing Texas Chainsaw."
Shit is wild. I
So
love that
fucking
movie.
good.
It's wild.
It's great.
It's like if it like 20 minutes too long. Otherwise, it's perfect.
it
I'm like, this
drags.
is perfect.
100%.
Otherwise, like,
Especially towards the third act is a little bit like the go back.
Yeah.
There's the big exposition dump at the end. There's a lot.
a little snappy, but I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this is great. This is an underseen, under heralded classic."
I think I watched that for the first time because it came in like a set of only Wes Craven movies that I bought out of like one of those giant bins at Walmart.
Yeah.
When I was in college.
Yeah.
I think that was the first time I watched
Yeah,
it.
this is big, like cheap VHS DVD era.
Yeah. I watched it on an airplane earlier this year.
Really?
That was the last time that I'd watched. Not on on my cell phone or something.
It's an acceptable airplane movie.
Yeah, as long as the sound's not up.
Yeah.
Because aren't there's N-words thrown around in this one?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Wow. I'd like to note that if I'm ever on an airplane and I hear someone watching a cartoon without their headphones in, I'm going to say something. That's insane.
25 rows back, just walk up. Hey,
Like an idiot.
absolutely not.
Hey, idiot.
I watched with you guys Jason Goes to Hell Final Friday, and then my parents were in town, to which I made them watch 1, 2, 3, 4 movies.
That sounds like a Curtis weekend.
It was because at the end of our trip, their trip, they're just like, let's just do nothing. I'm like, you're gonna sit here in our apartment. Yeah, I'm gonna make you watch movies. So we did. I made them watch tonight's movie.
Okay.
Dad's reaction was, I'm gonna go home and I need to watch that a couple more times.
I love that so much.
Amazing.
I love that so much.
He had a great time. Jess was just
A world of hurt.
in a world of hurt about it for sure.
I'm with you, Jess.
Did she expect that they would hate it? Was she keeping her
Maybe,
fingers crossed?
When I was like, I tell you, my parents are going to like this movie. My mom's going to act like she didn't, but she laughed 20 seconds in. She was cackling at the piss on the bed. I was like, this is incredible. And then when it was over, she's like, I can't stand Adam Sandler. I'm like, you laughed. Don't give me that. You're just scarred because of how you brought me up. And I was like the biggest Adam Sandler fan on the planet.
Oh yeah, she couldn't stand
Yeah,
you. You're
she-
doing his
I'm
voice all day.
walking around doing
It's like, God damn it.
yelling Nudie Magazine Day as a fucking
Magazine
9-year-old.
Nudie Magazine Day. I had that on Laserdisc. Watch that shit on repeat.
I love it. They had a great time. Then I made them watch. So Jess's pick was Prey. They watched Prey with us.
Fuck yeah, pray.
I don't think I've ever seen my dad like love a movie so much.
Yeah?
after it was
Really?
over.
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Just like he's like,
movie
that was
rocks.
awesome.
I
He's
did-
like,
I
"You
did-
rewind that.
I did pray on a like group of people had to pick a movie situation and poking around. Prey came up and I was like, yes, let's watch this.
Can't miss.
Everyone will have fun with this.
Yeah,
And it's fucking rocks.
that'd be interesting to find someone who doesn't have a good time with it,
Oh, there's probably some letterbox in here
Yeah.
who's like,
or to like be in that situation and put it on, and someone's like, ugh.
and you click on their profile, it's all like foreign art films or their 4 favorites. It's like,
Yeah, or
okay.
Terrifier 2.
I remember telling my dad about that movie's existence.
Yeah.
And he was like, God, there's another Predator movie.
You're like, okay.
I was like, yeah. He's like, what is that, number 2? I was like, no. and then he was like, Jesus. And then he's like, I remember when I watched that piece of shit when you were a kid, right?
Jesus.
And then I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, this is pretty cool. He's like a huge history buff.
Yeah,
Loves like Native American history with all of his heart.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is like, no, it's really cool. And I started explaining it to him, and I was like, like they made a separate version. The whole movie's like dubbed in Comanche, right? And I will never forget this. He's just sitting in his chair reading, and he just without looking, he goes, "That sounds expensive."
Making a movie's expensive, Dad. Do you want anything?
I was like, "It's cool. We should watch it." He goes, "I don't watch things about aliens."
What? What?
So he hasn't watched it?
No.
Oh.
Of course not.
No.
He watches like 2 movies a year.
He likes the movies 5 Easy Pieces, The Big Lebowski, and at one point in my life, he expressed a supreme love for Goodfellas. He has never once said that since. He also loves the movie Slapshot.
Yeah.
And every Steven Seagal movie ever made. Now, when I say
That man's
those
an
words,
alien.
yes, he is an alien. That makes me so upset. He won't watch Prey, but he wants to rewatch
Under Siege.
Yes, and the one where he fights vampires with a katana.
Yeah, I was going to say, Under Siege is a good one.
Fascinating, man.
Love you, Bob.
Yep.
Love you, Bob. They loved that. Then I put them through Godzilla -1.
Hell
That was
yeah.
my pick. And to which, after it was over, my mom's like, "Yeah, I still like it." I was like, "What do you mean still like it?" She's like, "I saw it in theaters last year when it came out." I was like, "You went and saw this?" She probably told me, and I forgot.
Sure.
But she didn't say a word until it was over.
Interesting.
I was like,
Such a polite mom.
You still liked it? And she's like, "Yeah, it was great." And my
Such
dad also
polite
loved it.
Mom energy.
Was on that new set.
Yeah. Dude, that set is so thick.
It's
such
so
good
I
cardboard.
want it. Did you get it?
Yeah.
No. No.
Why?
I can't get this 5-disc Japanese thing brought into my house.
Hell yeah.
Why?
Caitlin would be like, "The fuck is this?
What do you
Like
mean?
a cool box.
It's too big.
Say you got it for free.
Too much space." How did I get it for free?
Me.
You gave it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japanese
Well,
friend.
then give me one.
No, buy it. I'll
No,
Japanese friend gave it to
let's
me.
make this a reality. Then I won't have to lie.
Venmo me.
Buy me one.
Nasty.
Sorry, boys. Too late. It's sold out.
No, really?
You found them on eBay for me, buddy.
Yeah,
eBay and Mercari.
I found them on eBay for you.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah.
I'll buy one. I'm thinking about it.
They'll make one.
Because they're coming to, no, they won't.
They will.
They're coming to American stores on a regular ass 4K that you can
See,
buy.
I think I would prefer that.
Dude, this box is so
What?
Yours
Wait,
is gorgeous.
Wait, but what's? Hold on. We don't have time for this. Move on. We'll be here for
Move
hours.
on.
Wait, no. Now I'm curious. Why is this one different than the? Why is the Japanese one special versus an American one that'll come
You
eventually?
got 2 more discs. I don't even
The
know what's
Japanese
on them
one?
yet. I just know I can't because I
Is
can't
it-
fucking
is-
read
is
it.
the
I got 2 more discs to look at.
Godzilla minus color in it.
It is.
Okay.
But the American one does not have 5
I don't
discs.
know. They do not have 5 discs. No.
Maybe their discs are less storage over there, so it's the same, but they
Could
just
be.
need more discs to do
I
it.
don't know. I got to figure it out.
So it'll be one of like while you're watching it, it'll be like insert disc 2.
Yeah.
That feels wrong.
I agree, but I don't know.
Okay.
Just kidding. I put them through one more movie. I'm making them watch 5 movies. I might have. They watched Cobweb with me.
Hell yeah, Cobweb.
So I was like, "You want to do something spooky?" They're like, "Yeah, let's do something spooky."
Fuck, so good. So hard.
It's so much fun.
so
It's a
good.
blast.
It's so good.
It's the best, one of the best Halloween movies
Yeah.
we've had in some time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Love that monster so much. Then we watched The Craft, Jess and I.
I also watched The Craft.
Was it your first time?
Yes.
Oh,
you
no
like
shit.
it?
Yeah, Kaylin, we were looking for some spooky stuff that's Kaylin approved, and she said that it terrified her when she was a kid. That movie.
Could she specify?
No.
Probably
Yeah.
Farouja Balk. And just
I think it was
her
just
character
like
generally.
growing up, going to Second Baptist school
Yeah.
in Texas. Just a whole bunch of spooky witchcraft just fucked her up.
Yeah, I get that. The ending's pretty creepy. I don't like the resolution of the movie,
Nor do I.
but the set piece is pretty cool
Yeah.
with the spiders and snakes and all
Yeah.
that shit. That works.
Not to derail, but I was just reminded of another thing that she was somehow with my parents. We were all talking about sex ed, and she was talking about her sex ed class, and and the teacher told a story about there was a couple in a back seat and they were making out, and they got undressed, but they didn't have sex. But a sperm leapt from the penis, leapt across the car seat, and leapt into the vagina and got her pregnant. This is the thing they actually told people happened
I was
in deeply religious Houston schools.
I was told that here in Los Angeles, California.
Really?
Yes.
Love the idea. Like, what are they doing? Sitting watching this mutant sperm just
Yeah,
flop
I
across
know.
the backseat of the car?
So this is true. Grandma told me 2 cautionary tales.
Yes.
That was one.
Uh-huh.
The other, she told me when I was a little kid, probably like, I'm going to say like 7 or 8. she told me this story because I think like I don't remember where we were going, but she was like, you have to stay close to me. She's like, do you know the story about the little boy that got his head cut off? I said,
We're asking too many dumb fucking questions.
no. So she told me this story that is 100% not true, I don't think, about a little boy that was in the grocery store, got kidnapped.
God.
The father was a cop or a detective or something that was retired. This sounds like a movie, right?
Yeah, this is a script.
Or an episode of Law and Order. They find the boy's headless corpse floating down river. 6 weeks later or something. The head's never recovered. Right? My grandmother told me that story when I was 7 years old.
What's the moral of it? Don't go to the grocery store?
Don't leave grandma's sight when we go to the grocery store. So I told my mom that story at one point. She goes, yeah, grandma used to tell me and your uncle that story when we go to the movies.
Jesus.
There was once a kid who asked for popcorn and he got his head chopped off. So maybe you don't need more popcorn.
It's insane.
Wow.
The notion of like, make sure you don't leave your adult guardian's side.
Yeah.
Well, I
But
got
it was
that
like,
too, but not under threat
I'm
of
7.
decapitation. Yeah.
That is a remarkably juiced up way to tell a child that.
Yeah. And then she told me the story of the sperm jumping across the seat, I believe the same night that she watched American Beauty with me when I was like 13 and commented on the beautiful shape of the women's breasts in the film.
Yeah. You were like,
That's
but what
really
if I
cool.
like the boys?
Yeah.
I don't know if she would have understood that. And all she wanted to talk about was how beautiful and how interesting the different nipple shapes were.
That's really cool.
And so Nipple Grandma was telling you the mutant sperm story.
These are true stories.
This is great.
Oh, I believe you 100%. That's just fascinating. I'm going to think
incredible.
about that a lot.
Austin, did you like The Craft?
I did like The Craft.
Yeah.
It's it definitely drags sort of towards the end. But it's such a fun hit of 90s.
Yeah.
That era, that
Yeah.
vibe just slaps you in the face.
Yeah. Fairuza Balk's just like incredible. Incredible. in it.
Crushes.
Someone could have been really fucking annoying in that role.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or just not good and the movie would have tanked.
And just her look.
Yeah.
Just as soon as she pops up, like, this is the perfect casting.
Yeah.
Like, if you're casting that character and she walks in, I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah.
You got it.
Send everyone home.
You
This
got
is it. This is the one.
So good.
And then I think shortly thereafter, she's in American History X, right? Also perfectly cast.
5 years later. Yeah.
Was it 5 years? Wow, it's that far apart?
No, I'm sorry. 3.
Craft
96.
Is what, 96.
American History X 99.
She was. I remember feeling like she was fucking horrifying in American History X too.
Yeah.
Well, good for her. I hope she's a nice lady.
I've heard she's very nice.
Yeah. She does the circuit is 98. So 2 years later. You're right. Fuck me.
She shows up at Mystic, I think, sometimes. Mystic Museum.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
She's fucking great.
She is great.
What else about that? What was I going to say? That's it. Otherwise, I yesterday went and watched the full-length feature version of the Speak No Evil trailer.
Yeah.
So the movie?
Yeah.
And you really enjoyed it.
That's a fucking 5-star movie. I had a great time, an absolute blast. James McAvoy also deserves Catherine Hunter and James McAvoy, if they don't both get the Oscars for their movies that no one went and saw, I'm going to riot.
Wait, did Speak No Evil not doing well?
I think it's okay. I think it was like not remarkable.
Probably a symptom of forcing that fucking trailer down everybody's throat for
That's
a
a
year.
real. That's a
Sometimes
real
that
thing.
works.
Kaylin literally did not want to see Quiet Place Day One because we saw the trailer so many times. I was like, "Hey, do you want to go see it?" She's like, "No."
I did the same thing. Had no interest.
Yeah.
Well, between that and this one, it was like having seen the original. It was like you just showed the movie in this trailer.
Right. Yeah.
But
Have you seen
apparently,
the original?
Yes.
Have you seen the original?
No.
Okay.
original's hard,
Original's hard.
really hard.
Real hard.
And I don't think it's a spoiler to say this one's not that hard.
I knew it couldn't be. Like,
But-
we can't do this here.
It's always entertaining. And I think is not without merit for it to choose some of the things that it chooses and examine those things, and including an interesting wrinkle on the McAvoy character.
I'm very interested to see this now, especially considering that you liked it so much, because I had all but written this thing out. But then I started noticing things in the trailer that, like the second or third trailer, it was like, oh, that's not in the original. That's different. And then I kept like popping things into that. And then the other day when it came out, I couldn't help myself. And I went and like hit all of the spoiler viewings on Letterboxd to
really?
just read through. And immediately it was like, oh, okay. Okay, I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly interested. I will say the ending of the original made me sick to my fucking stomach.
Yeah.
Still does. Thinking
I was
about it.
fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
it wasn't pleasant, but I was fine.
Oh, that was harrowing.
No, I could eat a Philly
Hor-
cheesesteak and watch that movie. I don't care.
Philly cheesesteak.
Just imagining. I don't want to say what it is because he hasn't seen it. But
Just during the snip.
oh no, not the snip.
Oh, the smash.
Smash.
Oh no, that's fine. That bugs you?
Oh, I thought that was so just.
Well, now I want to get a
More
big
than the
sandwich
kid
and
stuff. Yeah,
Watch
get
it.
a big sandwich.
messiest sandwich you can find, and just
Cue
watch
up
the
Speak
end of
No
that
Evil.
movie.
Yeah, I thought save the sandwich till about an hour 10.
Okay.
Nah, man, the end of that one got me. It was just so upsetting.
Yeah.
Why?
It just I don't want to talk about it too much detail
Yeah.
for him. But like, yeah, I just thought it was so upsetting. Anyway,
Yeah, you're not going to find that flavor here.
so the spoilers on Letterboxd told me,
Yeah.
and I'm thoroughly fine with that.
I like this movie better than the first one, straight up. By like a wide margin now.
I didn't love the first one.
Yeah.
Drags.
It does. This
Long.
And this does not feel that way. I mean, I don't know. It's an hour 50, so it's not the shortest thing ever, but like
That's fine if it's paced well. I don't care.
McAvoy is almost in every scene and every shot, and he's worth it every single second.
Oh, fantastic.
Every single second.
which one?
That's
Speak
it.
No Evil.
That one?
Yeah, that's the first
Only 2 years apart.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
That one was like a top-rated horror movie of 2022.
Yeah.
The original?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I watched. That's all the things.
Whew. I'll go. I only have 3 things that we haven't already covered. In addition to the things we talked about, I also watched Fright Night.
Oh.
Magic.
Because I'm trying to find, when Kaylin's home, I'm trying to find...
Is that your first one? First time watching it?
No.
Okay.
No, the original. I'm trying to find, Kaylin-friendly horror movies to watch.
I feel like that would be Caitlin friendly, right?
Yeah, but she did not really like it.
She didn't like it?
No.
For spooky reasons or for other
Just-
reasons?
I asked why, and she just said, I just didn't really like it. She said, I just don't want to, I wouldn't want to watch it again. I was like, why? She's like, I didn't like it. Why? I wouldn't want to watch it again. It was a loop of
Vicious cycle.
nothing. It just didn't like it.
You're just screaming by the end of it.
Yeah. But I love it. I love that movie.
Just flipping over dinner,
Yes.
What didn't you like?
throwing pasta at the walls.
Give me a detailed analysis. I want to see the sequel at some point. Or the remake.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you call it.
I haven't seen the sequel because there is a sequel.
There is a sequel.
I'm not interested in the sequel. I would like to see the remake.
with Colin Farrell.
Yes.
It's great.
It's awesome.
Well, we'll see. Then I watched another Kaylin-approved horror movie, The Addams Family.
Fuck yeah.
Magic.
Yeah, it definitely drags.
Yeah.
That movie is too long, but it's
Yeah.
fun. It's
The
super
Addams
fun.
Family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Oh yeah.
I prefer Values.
Yes, value. I need to. Now we can watch. She liked this one, so we can watch Values.
Okay, great.
Yeah, dude, it's 100 minutes.
It's too much.
There's no business being 100 minutes,
Yeah.
and it does, and it feels
Yeah.
like 100.
It's fake fester. I don't like fake fester.
I don't either. I mean, it is Fester, but
it's
yeah, I don't like that either. But the gags are great. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it's good.
It's too long to take your rose glasses off.
I can't. I remember renting that movie just ad nauseum at my grandfather's house when I was a child. It just I don't think I could objectively watch that movie.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it is absolutely too long. And then I watched last night because Kalen's out of town. I watched The Sixth Sense, which I haven't seen in quite a while.
Fuck yeah.
Phenomenal movie.
Phenomenal movie.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Still
either.
legitimately
Phenomenal.
scary.
Yeah, I got real spookies a few
Yeah,
times.
really fucking spooky.
pricklies. It's really, really well done, but much more of a drama than a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very good.
Well-
and then I had to watch the piece of shit we're going to talk about.
What could that?
Speaking of piece of shit, I also watched Beetlejuice. And then, like mentioned before, we did the Friday the 13th marathon. It was wonderful. Zarel had a great time. She said, watching these for the first time, she didn't know she thought all of them, I guess, were very serious tone. She's like, I did not expect it to start getting fun. I was like, oh yeah. She's like, now I get it, and I love it.
Yeah.
So that was fun to
really
experience.
really threw her for a loop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 6 is wacky.
And then the only other movie that we haven't talked about yet that I finally have seen is fucking Kill! Dude.
Yeah.
I watched it
Oh, I'm tired.
twice.
Oh, you have my digital copy.
I know. I own it.
I watched it back to back. I was kill. I was like,
Yeah.
I got to watch that again. Because I remember I watched it with a group of friends, and at the beginning, it's doing this like K-drama melodramatic stuff, and I'm like, what is happening right now? And then it just starts, and then the turn, and then it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just is this
unbelievable.
a Caleb-approved movie?
I don't know. How does she feel? How does she feel about the John Wick? This is not a good comparison. Loves John Wick.
Loves action. Anything.
This
Loves
is-
I mean, it's
This is John Wick, but more brutal somehow.
It's angrier.
Yeah, definitely
angrier.
angrier.
I'll trick her into watching it.
I
We'll
think
watch
you
it.
should
and
get
and
to
more
watch it.
confined.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what to compare it to. Like
It's
in a
difficult.
It's
good
definitely
way.
in its own world.
Yeah.
It's fun that the movie like this and a movie like Sisu can exist in the John Wick universe, or a universe where John Wick exists and still be their own thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's when it starts like the K-drama thing. I remember thinking to myself, like, man, Curtis has been fucking squizzing all over this movie from this
Squiz.
and then it keeps going. It's like, and then it starts getting violent. I'm like, oh fuck, and then it's like, okay, this is cool. This is fun. It's violent, and then it like hits like 8th gear.
Yeah.
Right? It's a V10, right? It's 8th gear. And it immediately becomes this like, oh, oh, fuck. The whole movie, I was just sitting there going like, oh, I think Maddie actually had to be like, you need to.
Yeah. It's one of the best cinematic experiences ever. Getting to that moment where it changes. And you're like, because everybody's like, yo, we're having a good time.
Yeah.
Kill. And then
I want to watch
Fucking-
it. Hold up. I want to watch it right now real quick.
we got him. And you can hear a pin drop.
There's a fun moment where the music has a gun cock sound effect in it, and they time it with him getting the fire extinguisher ready. I was like, did they gun cock the fire extinguisher? I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. And I actually,
magic.
I after the second time seeing it, because people had seen it by that point, read some reviews from an Indian perspective. And this was a lot of fucking good, interesting socio-political stuff happening in this movie. Like essentially, can't get all into it now, but like the bad guy, good guy thing is very blurred. It's extremely blurred.
I will watch this soon
Yeah.
with my wife, and we can discuss fully.
What a time.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, okay. That's it. We want that. Yeah.
Yeah, mom's back home. She's waiting for me to.
Hubie Halloween! Hubie Halloween!
We got him to say it.
End it. Hubie Halloween!
What do we watch tonight, boys?
I don't want to scream it. Can somebody else scream
I
it?
just did. Oh, you.
Hell yeah.
Can you do your best Hubie impression, please, real quick?
Yes, he talks like this,
It's pretty good.
and his chin's always up. Safety first.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's great.
That's really great,
That's
dude.
the trailer for the show.
It's not a difficult impression.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
You stick it
Doesn't do
around.
quite right.
Stick here.
I can do the. No,
stick your
thank you
jaw
for.
out.
Yeah.
I was checking
Okay. It's time to shut this bitch down.
First.
Caboose.
Third.
Second, it is.
All right. Hubie Halloween, a 2020 film. Directed by Stephen Brill? I think so. Is that who directed
I think
this
so.
movie? 3, 2, 1.
The movie starts and you see Ben Stiller reprising his role as the crazy nurse from Billy Madison. And he goes into a bed and someone's escaped a mental institution. And then we go into Salem, Massachusetts, where Adam Sandler's playing Huey Dubois. And he's just riding his bike.
And you meet Hubie, and Hubie is a weirdo. And I don't know. There's a mental patient on the loose, and they're scared, and he's trying to get Halloween safe. And Steve Buscemi moves in next door, and
And he thinks he's a werewolf because people keep getting disappeared, and there's a bunch of children who make fun of him. And then there's Ray Liotta who makes fun of him, and Tim Meadows makes fun of him, and Maya Rudolph makes fun of him at a drive-in theater, and then Julie Bowen's in love with him.
And Julie Bowen Valentine's the only one that's in love with him. And they're trying to solve the mystery of who is making all these bad things happen and who's trying to kill him. They track the cell phone to his house, and he realizes that it's his mom. Oh no! And then they go out in the back, and mom has all the people who are mean to him strung up, and there's this wonderful moment at the end.
That was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
You did that. We all we all made boners on that one.
Yeah, we all made boners on that one.
We all made real boners on that.
I just had a good time, and you really kind of picked it back up at the end.
That,
there,
that
Cody.
worked. I'm gonna go put this over there
nice
because I don't
job.
want to. Actually, hold on.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, look what you did. What a little nuisance it is. Oh, never mind. We're safe.
He is a little nuisance.
He's
Art
a
the
little
Clown,
nuisance.
just a
He's
little
cute.
nuisance.
Cute little
That's like his
nuisance.
whole vibe.
Yeah, look at
It's
me. I'm a little nuisance.
I love him so
He will
much.
salt your wounds and piss in your eye.
Yeah, and light you on fire.
Yeah, and light you on
Flay
fire.
your body, cut you in half with a hacksaw.
All right. I can only talk about one thing. I
From
dislike.
vagina
I cannot
down.
talk about two things.
Yeah,
I
this
dislike.
episode is Austin repellent.
Yeah,
It
Austin.
really is.
I want to. Curtis, if I may.
Oh yeah, well we have to do one thing. This is week 2 of what?
Hello, Weenie.
And this is my pick.
And,
Cody.
yeah,
and I would
Cody, you
also
did
like
this.
to point out that at the beginning of this film, when who we later find out is Shaquille O'Neal is doing the radio disc jockey thing, he calls everybody his little Halloweenies.
Oh,
I
here
clocked
it
out. I got
is!
very excited.
Very nice.
Austin,
Yes.
I want you to tell us why you don't like this movie.
I
I want you to set the scene with that.
look, there I do chuckle. There are two gags that I audibly, loudly guffawed, and it was the same two gags that happened the first time I watched it. So these gags work on me. The first is the cat's face.
It's so good.
It's so fucking funny and stupid. I love it so much.
I love that it surprised my parents too, who were having a good time.
Yeah.
But the second that they saw that cat, they lost their minds.
It's so funny. It's just great. The second gag that also sends me, because it's just right up my alley, is when he's going through the field and the two guys in bear suits just start throwing shit at him. Like the bears throwing rocks at him sends me. Outside of those two, I do not really laugh at this movie.
Let's talk more about the things you laughed at.
I have talked about all of them.
What about what I noticed this time that I had never noticed before? It's when Adam Sandler and what's his name, Tim Meadows, are going back and forth. Like I think the first time that they ever have an interaction.
He's making the noises.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
at the end he just screams. It's just like a random scream out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It just send me. It's just
Yeah.
I'd never clocked that. It's very funny.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah, Curtis, why did you pick this movie?
Why did you do this?
Why I did this? Honestly, I do think that there are very few other films with this specific Halloween night vibe.
I agree.
It's so Halloweeny. Like this takes place in Salem, Massachusetts.
Yes. And they shot it there.
And they shot it there, right? Could not get more Halloweeny in spirit, in DNA. This is not a horror film.
Not at all.
This is a comedy
glad we agree.
with tinges of spooky stuff in it. But the nature of this theme, and I think what this movie brings to me and why I enjoy it so much, I love Adam Sandler. I mean, I love that shtick. That's for me. But I think that not many films have tried and succeeded at nailing the Halloween tone. The like fun, going out, trick-or-treating, dressing up. Feels like fall Halloween tone. And I think this actually does that well.
I would agree.
There's atmosphere to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could touch the fucking picket fences. You could see the real houses. You know, like it's just like that's specific, and I think is an integral to this theme that we're doing here.
I actually had a friend who worked on this movie
Oh yeah.
in the art department, and I asked him if he wanted to share anything,
Oh,
and he said no.
Really?
He said,
Yes.
Out of spite.
"Where is my $25?"
Are you serious?
Yes.
All that
Yeah.
did you just say no?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, we're talking about this movie tonight. Is there any fun stuff you want to share? And he was like, not really. I was like, oh, thanks. But one thing that I think he said that I found interesting that maybe you didn't know, this movie was originally written as a Canteen Boy movie.
His SNL character.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Because that's what the
thermos.
thermos is, right?
That was the stand-in for the Canteen, but they could not get the rights to Canteen Boy from NBC.
Oh,
who
interesting.
owns the rights to Canteen Boy. But it makes sense because the character, it's the exact same thing. And that's the only reason for the thermos is it was supposed to be the canteen was his like thing.
It's funny because last night now that I think about this, I think we've actually talked about that factoid on the show before.
Did we? Did you
Yeah.
remember that?
Yes.
Tell us.
yes.
Because I remember my
We
mind
did
being
that.
blown then, but clearly forgot about it because last night I was watching the canteen. The canteen came out, and I went, "That's still so random. I don't understand why that's there." No, That
That
makes
is
sense.
why. That is why, because that was written into the script.
Yeah.
Curtis, I'm not going to lie. I was really hoping that you would have said the right answer to why you picked this movie, and that was to force Austin to watch it.
Look, it definitely was. It was the night that I picked it. It was the reason to not pick it and the reason to pick it were the same. Because to make Austin watch it was the same answer to both. I was like, what do I feel
You
at
could
any
have
given moment?
chosen compassion or violence, and you chose violence.
I don't remember
I
if I
really
said
did.
this on the last episode or so. If I'm repeating myself, I apologize. But there were 2 movies that I was going to pick for mine, and I gave it to Maddie to pick. It was either Idle Hands or this.
Yeah, so it was happening.
Wow, this was just in the cards.
In the
Fucking Hubie Halloween.
And I
Yeah.
love that our on our Discord, our listeners were immediately like, "You guys better not fucking
Due
watch
to
Hubie
Austin's
Halloween."
disdain.
Yeah.
Look, there's something, and obviously it's a love it or hate it, or I don't know if there's any middle ground here. There's
I'm a
something
middle
to-
guy.
You're a middle guy?
I'm a middle guy.
We've all talked about this movie before on the show.
Yeah.
Where'd you land on this rewatch?
This it made more sense this time. I remember the first viewing. I was like, this story's kind of all over the place a little bit. But now that I knew what it was going into it, it kind of felt a little more cohesive. In this one, I picked up on the heart of the movie. I think way more. Like it's just way more of a sweet kind of romp, fun thing. Again, I don't love Adam Sandler stuff, but I don't hate it. So it's like, again, I'm right down the middle. Like, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like other Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
There's something
I
about
don't
this.
love Billy Madison, don't love Happy Gilmore as much as the world does.
Get out.
I don't. Again, they're fine. They're great. They're funny at moments for me.
I'm
I
probably
don't-
more hot on them than you, but less than like these guys. Like I agree.
Gotcha.
Like I don't think they're amazing. I like them though, but I'm saying like it's not like an Adam Sandler thing.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I first watched this movie, you both were like, "Oh, it's amazing. It's great. It's so fun." And I was like, "Great." And then like 15 minutes in, I was like, "What the fuck's happening?"
I fault no one for watching this movie and be like, this is dog crap. Like I don't.
Yeah.
It's not because it's like I will say that like if you put it next to Happy, I remember I did my dad and I watched this and then we watched Happy Gilmore, and I think Happy Gilmore is actually like a pretty fucking good movie.
Yeah.
This movie is not like for many reasons maybe not a great movie.
Yeah.
Well, but to your point, I agree. I really do like the heart of it, and I like that it's like a good like you could watch this as a family.
For a movie that has Ray Liotta coked out of his mind calling a character puby the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
You can
Yeah.
watch this with your family and feel good about
You
it.
really
somehow.
can. So like I appreciate that.
Is he
It
coked
has
out of his
its
mind?
place.
I'm just talking about as a human being.
Oh, okay.
Probably, R.I.P.
It
Ray
is a shame
Liotta.
this is one of the last things he did. That's what I thought
A
about.
movie of his
Yeah.
came out last week.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
wait.
You fucking see that shit
Yeah.
with Tyrese?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, 1994, 92, something like that.
One of those years.
Yeah, one of those
came
years.
out last
That's-
week.
That's his actual last movie, right?
I hope.
Yeah.
We'll find
He's like
something.
the Tupac of actors where it's just album after album keeps coming out after he died. No one knows where these things were made. But
When I feel like every time that one gets announced, we're like, this is Ray Liotta's last movie.
It
This
was
is Ray
supposed to be like
Liotta's last
Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear, but I think
Yeah,
it was.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Might have been the last-
Found another one.
Well, that might have been the last one that he filmed.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that.
I mean, this whatever
It's just
came
funny.
out last week has probably been like in distribution hell forever. And
Yeah,
they're like,
can't
"Oh,
imagine.
Ray Liotta's dead."
Can't imagine the Tyrese starring action film with social drama issues was the hot off the presses
Yeah, the hot
material.
Sundance movie.
Yes, so Adam Sandler does a version of comic absurdism that I think this movie mostly nails, but it isn't like the perfect version of. Like his stand-up does it, his SNL stuff does it. I think stuff like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison definitely tap into it in different ways. That early Adam Sandler stuff is different, remarkably. It's really Paul Thomas Anderson who nails the like sad, angry boy thing that he does so well.
Yeah.
And so it's a weird thing to put into movies, and especially at this juncture in Sandler's career where he's getting filthy fucking rich off these Netflix deals. And he's already made 2 grown-ups movies where we know he just want to put his homies into it and have a good time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but it somehow feels
Hawaii. Yeah. Make a movie.
but it somehow feels like not disgusting that he
No.
just puts all of his homies in his movies all the time.
'Cause it's earnest.
It
It's fun.
is. It's earnest.
Even when it's fucking Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it, but I'm like, Adam Sandler just cares about his homies,
That's his
man.
buddy. Yeah.
And because of it, they all give great performances.
Dude, so good.
Yeah.
You know
Across
who
the
rules
board.
in this movie?
Kevin James.
Kevin James.
Kevin James rules so hard in this
so
fucking
funny
movie.
in this.
Absolutely.
The Muppet. Yeah.
Like, and it's his physical comedy too. Like, I don't love, like, I really can't stand like the starring vehicles like Paul Blart. Like, I just doesn't
No,
do
yeah.
anything for me.
No,
But like,
you're not
his
alone
physical
there.
comedy and just like eating and missing his face.
Yeah.
Like, how is that funny?
He
good.
does it. I think he's often unjustly torn down when like
Yeah.
he's made some bad movies, but I think he is funny.
Yes, he
And,
is.
and especially in these kinds of farts. So he'll pop up and just crush it.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the other thing about this, right? It's like it feels like everybody is having a good time.
Yeah.
Like having a really good time.
You can tell everyone's happy to be there
Yeah.
and having fun. Because you're making this dumb. I mean, she's wearing the fucking Who Ate All the Pussy shirt.
Yeah.
You know, she's just every shot a new Lucas
Love
shirt.
I know.
Like, you know what you're making.
Someone
so-
in Letterboxd had them ranked. They're like, here are my novelty T-shirt rankings.
June Squibb. Yeah.
June Squibb.
Yeah. And then now he's just putting his family in these things, and they're pretty good.
Is his
The mo-
family in these?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
wife. His wife's the newscaster. Both of his daughters are Julie Bowen's daughters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that you don't notice it.
Those were little Sandler girls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sandler-
Little Sandler
they're
girls.
good.
And they are the starring actors in You're So Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah, which came out on Netflix this past year or last year. Because I watched that, and they're fucking good.
Nice.
They're really good actors.
Yeah, good for them.
Fuck yeah, more power to you.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie. It's just it's. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I burped and laughed at you saying it's a fun movie. Like we always just come back to saying it's a fun movie.
It is fun. I admittedly like immediately once we
Sure.
like when I was watching, I went, wow, I don't know how long this segment's gonna be. There's not a whole lot to.
It's just gags. It's just gags.
Yeah. It's
just gags.
It's hard. It's hard to
just
talk
gags.
about a horror comedy, not just talk about what gags made you
but
laugh.
but I will say, like, as far as gags go, like I think that this is Gags the movie, right? It's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just throwaway bit after throwaway bit after throwaway bit for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
At the beginning, when he comes back to the house for the first time, and you first see the mom in one of her marvelous T-shirts, and she's like running down the list of people who have picked on him. And she's like, "Who
Yeah.
was the one that chased you around the backyard with the racket?" She's like, "That was Dad."
Yeah.
That was Dad.
And you know what that is? Good screenwriting because she's keeping a list of the people who have wronged him, and she's the one who's fucking telling him what for in the whole movie.
Yeah.
That's true. I didn't
great.
clock that until he brought that up.
I didn't
That's a good
either.
point.
That's
Pretty
very
good.
yeah.
And
It's a-
written by Adam Sandler and Tim Herlihy. Tim Herlihy's his other like big compadre with making these things.
how long have they been working together?
Fucking forever. Tim Herlihy also wrote Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups 2, Big Daddy, Pixels, like Wedding Singer. Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
Fucking all of them.
Except Billy Madison.
Oh, he wrote Billy Madison.
Oh fuck! Wow.
Yeah.
All of them.
He's this guy.
Yeah, and I mean, this director, Stephen Brill, did Mr. Deeds, Little Nicky, The Do-Over, Heavyweights.
Heavyweights
Guys,
is good.
Heavyweights. Fucking
Heavyweights
rules.
Heavyweights.
Heavyweights is great. Fat Camp, little Fat Kid Camp. Ben Stiller.
I have never seen Heavyweights.
Oh, dude.
Damn, you would dig it now. It holds
Never
up.
seen Heavyweights.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like as much as I didn't like this movie and didn't want to watch it and don't really love watching it, like that's a me thing. You
Sure.
know, like
Also,
it is
you-
not bad. Like it's doing what
Yeah.
it is supposed to be doing. It's just I don't want to see that do.
Yeah. It probably doesn't help. I guarantee you watch this by yourself, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that probably can't help.
No, I mean I
If-
watched
especially
it
if
with
you're not-
Kaylin the first time.
Yeah.
because you guys were like, oh, and we
Yeah.
were so excited, and real
yeah.
quick, like, oh shit,
What'd they do to
oh,
us?
what have they done?
What'd they do?
I don't like, but like even like I don't know that my dad would like this.
Sure.
I think he'd
Yeah.
laugh at some stuff, but overall, he'd probably. My mom would hate it in, in ways I can't.
I know.
I think she's still scarred from when we went to see Little Nicky. That ruined her.
You had your mom go and see Little Nicky.
I don't know. We went to the theater, the three of us, and saw Little Nicky.
Holy
in whatever
shit.
year that came out.
That was
That opens in hell.
I know. I know.
there's tits on
That
a
was
man's
90
head.
That was
Yeah.
99?
Yeah.
No, I think that's is it.
I think they were post 2000. I'm gonna say like 02, 03.
I'm going to say 2000.
Okay.
I think it's
98.
What's your guess?
2001. 2001.
2000. He was
2000
right.
maybe.
We never-
2000.
never
Okay.
questioned it.
Then if that's the case,
So
then
I was 10 or 11 years old.
Yeah.
then I,
I can't be watching that movie.
My
at
sixth,
11.
this is how cool I was. This was a birthday movie for me, and I invited my sixth grade teacher, and he went with me and my mom.
That's weird.
Yeah,
that is weird.
he had a great time. He would like hang out with us.
I'm pretty sure my
Sleepover.
He gave us back rubs.
We wrestle.
Yeah, he made a sleepy.
He was so cool.
He was awesome.
he taught
guy.
me what a sleeper hold is.
He showed us how to jerk off.
He taught us what a limp biscuit is.
Oh gosh.
I think my dad took me and Ryan to see this movie in
Fantastic.
San Luis Obispo. Weirdly,
Very strange.
I think Ryan was like up there with me and my grandpa's house with the three of us or something.
I
But
don't even know how you do. That's an impression that you have to
Yeah.
yeah, that's a way to just
hit in the face with a shovel.
Just induce lockjaw. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's it.
God.
I watched that not that long ago.
Yeah.
That's not a great one.
Quentin Tarantino's in that movie.
Yes. he
What?
is. Yeah.
He's the guy shouting about the end is coming. The blind guy.
He's the blind.
Oh fuck, that's funny. I don't think I realized that.
Yeah, it's not. I've seen parts of it too, where I'm like, this is not a good movie.
The one part that I just for some reason
Harvey
always sticks
Keitel
into
is the
my
devil,
head.
though?
Yes,
That's
it's great.
That's fucking good.
No one else is getting that.
No.
Yeah, the sickness is kicking in. The part that always resonates with me with the little Nicky was the part where he starts flying and "Pardon Me" by Incubus is playing, and he slams into the window. The music just cuts.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's just constantly in my head about that one.
That's very funny.
My dad, when we showed him HUBie Halloween,
So he watched HUBie Halloween.
yeah, he laughed the whole movie, and then
Hell
it
yeah.
ended. and
Man
he
of taste.
Well, it ended, and he goes, "It was fucking terrible." And I was like, "You laughed the whole movie." He goes, "It was garbage. I barely laughed." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, man? You laughed the whole movie."
Your dad's just like gaslighting you.
and himself.
You know what? I think next time I'm going to say that. I'm going to accuse him of that, and I'm going to do it. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Gaslighting me, Dad.
You liked it.
Also, this time watching Hubie get scared at everything. This time I was like, you know what? That's not funny. Some people really experience that all the time. I'm like, I don't enjoy them making fun of
didn't
it.
enjoy those
all the time.
So I don't think they should be laughing at that.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, I love the canteen. I love the thermos. Like when he gets all the soup and just dumps all the soup in it.
The diner, that one killed me too. And
Yeah.
He's like, do you have anyone yours?
Yeah.
What are you? So like, yeah. And Julie Bowen's just like, yeah. Like I'm even more in love with you now.
I know that whole thing was.
I wonder
insane.
why that had to be a Vicky Valancourt callback to call her Violet Valentine.
Oh, interesting.
Well, and he's Hubie Dubois,
yeah.
and like clearly he loves the like Cajun names.
Yeah.
Because then Waterboy, he's
Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher.
Boucher.
Yeah.
That's
very funny.
That's a French kind of thing.
Wow. I need that crossover.
I wanted to know
I need the both.
why they
split screen Adam Sandler movie. Bobby
Actually-
Boucher and Hubie Dubois.
Okay, Waterboy is a masterpiece. Waterboy's my shit. I don't know why I love Waterboy the most out of everything, but Waterboy.
I might agree.
I don't
Waterboy's
think,
pretty
I don't think
fucking awesome.
a noise has ever been made by more little boys that just running at each other. You guys, did you not do that ad nauseum too?
I actually,
everyone was screaming, "Needle dick, needle dick, needle dick."
I really didn't like Waterboy when I was a kid, and I actually don't know how if I've when the last time I watched that.
I haven't watched it in a long time. I won't pretend to think it, but I mean, I remember those bits. Like,
I don't remember that at all.
Fairuza Balk, like
Yeah.
that was. I saw that before I saw The Craft. I was
Same.
like,
Oh, big
that's
same.
maybe the hottest woman alive.
Same. I was like, I'm in love with this. I like everything
Yeah.
about this.
She's like, you want me to kill him for you? You know, with the sign. I'm like, you're dating a fucking psychopath.
No, honestly,
Great.
when I was like for years, the only Adam Sandler movies that I really loved were Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore. I remember going to see Big Daddy and like wanting to leave very quickly because I was like, this is boring and I hate it.
Big Daddy was his biggest hit time when that came out. It might still be.
Really?
It might still be. Not outside of the Hotel Transylvania movies.
Oh, sure.
But that was kind of his first, like, I'm going to try a family version of a me movie, you know?
And have him grow up because he's not doing a shtick anymore. In
He's
that
not.
one. Yeah.
He's just playing like an adult baby, like
Yeah.
without physically imitating an adult baby, which he does in a movie. I can't remember which one. They put his head on a baby's body.
Oh, they do.
Is it Little
Is
Nicky?
it Click?
Is it Click?
I think it's Click, which is
I've seen that a lot, too.
abysmal movie.
God,
It
there are some
probably
bad
is.
Adam Sandler movies. I
It
thought of
probably
Click, then I
is.
thought of Jack and Jill, and I was like,
Oh,
he's got
yeah.
he's got a lot of really
this
shitty
guy's
movies,
made some real shitty movies.
but then a lot of great ones, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I'm not shitting on him. I'm just saying the swings are big.
The swings are
Huge
big.
swings.
But that man can do Uncut Gems.
Yes, he can.
I was trying to get my parents to watch Uncut Gems. It would not have swamped.
Why do you want to give
would not
him
have-
a heart
Yeah,
attack?
no, I wasn't actually.
Is it true that he said if Uncut Gems gets snubbed at the Oscars that he would make the worst movie ever made?
I believe he said that. I believe he said that.
He did
yeah.
say that.
He already did. We made Zohan.
Oh, I liked Zohan when it came out.
So it's kind of ridiculous.
It's absurd.
I really did not like Zoe.
No, Zohan's bad.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I'm pulling up his movies right now, but I don't think there's that many of his
Oh,
movies. that I'm
Airhead's
like,
kinda
these are
rough.
Airheads
is great.
fucking rips and
Airheads
roars.
is great.
He's also
Airheads
not the lead
rocks.
of that, but he's in it a lot.
That movie rocks.
Fucking the one movie that Jessa watched. I mean, we watched it recently. Is The Wedding Singer.
Great.
That's also great.
That's
seen
like
it.
down the middle of like.
that's great.
You haven't seen
Yeah.
Wedding Singer?
No.
That is like
Yeah.
the most platonic example of him doing, he's not mentally handicapped, but him doing shtick in the movie doing shtick, but also has like a sweetheart that works
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yep.
That's probably, man.
I forgot.
Rank your Sandlers. Right?
This
Oh, dude,
man's lost his
Bulletproof.
mind.
Bulletproof was an interesting one.
Yeah, with
I
Damon
don't-
Wayans.
I saw it too young and I haven't watched it
Yeah,
since.
that's a good one.
It's not explicitly a comedy, even though it's like a weird buddy
I've never seen that.
It's
buddy
good.
movie.
Well, I mean, I remember liking it. It could be dog shit.
No.
God, Mr. Deeds. That's right.
Mr. Deeds.
Well, now we're just talking about Adam Sandler.
Now we are. Now that's
It's
just
devolved.
kind of
It's devolved.
kind of what we're here to do.
Spanglish. What a heartwarming film.
I think, man, what's my favorite Adam Sandler comedy? Favorite Adam Sandler comedy's it's gotta be Happy Gilmore. I don't know what to say.
It's
They're making a sequel right now.
Maddie told me that,
right.
and I feel bad because I could tell she was like, "Did you hear the news?" And I was like, "What news?" And she told me, and I was like, "Fuck off!" And like I walked away, and I felt really bad because I could tell. Sounds expensive. In hindsight, yes, exactly. In hindsight, I realized that she was very excited to tell me that news, right?
Yeah.
But I was very much like, "Please don't do that. Please don't make that movie."
Adam Sandler's not stupid. Now he might make a couple lazy things.
No, I don't think he's stupid.
Oh, I thought you'd react to that.
I don't even think all his movies. I think some of his movies just don't work, and he's just like, here's my high concept. Let's try it. But I don't think he's stupid when it comes to doing a sequel to something like that.
He just received the Mark Twain Award, didn't he? Like very
What is
recently.
that?
The award for comedy.
Great.
Like a yearly award
Hell
for
yeah.
comedy. Yeah.
He's not stupid, but he clearly really likes money. So I think that's a big part of this equation.
That, and we
Yeah.
did just get through talking about all of the bad decisions that he's made.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess I always find like I see why. I think back to watching Saturday Night Live and him on it and being like, this performer is doing these movies. I'm like, I see that performer being interested in doing these fucking movies. Like,
Sure.
he's kind of a provocateur, but not like an asshole. Like you watch his early skits and like his songs. I mean, he has a whole ass music career that rules. But he's definitely like testing audience patience sometimes, at least early on.
Yes.
And so there's that fine line that he likes to try and strike.
He does what he does, and you got to respect that.
I don't know. I'll put it this way. I would rather have a Hubie Halloween 2.
I honestly would too, probably.
Leave Happy Gilmore alone.
Well, they are.
I thought you just said they're making another one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're leaving Happy Gilmore alone.
That won't get affected, is his point.
I'm confused.
Nothing's happening to Happy
Maybe
Gilmore.
I'm sick.
I do like that, Julie Bowen's coming back. Director's coming back, whatever it is. But
For Happy Gilmore?
yeah,
I didn't realize she's in that.
she's
Yeah.
the love interest of that film.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen it in forever.
Well, actually, that's something we can talk about with Hubie Halloween. Like all of the callbacks they do to every one of his movies.
Yeah.
Like the big famous ones, right? Like down to the woman in Billy Madison that plays the pilgrim lady, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
God, that got a huge laugh out of me and my family too when he hands her here.
And then she just walks over and throws it in the trash.
She's like, "Okay, thank you."
I cried.
Right in the
I cried. It's so funny.
I mean, I saw that joke a mile away, but I still laughed.
Yeah, it's good.
I did not see it at all. And I was very, very, very pleased when it happened, and I laughed very hard.
I'm glad.
I wish Alan Covert wanted to come back and do on-screen stuff because he's still like running Happy Madison, and I love him in these movies, but he just hasn't shown up in them recently.
Who is he?
He's the limo driver and wedding singer. He's Grandma's boy and Grandma's boy.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in
God,
all this
Grandma's
stuff.
boy.
Yeah,
I think
that's
they had a
something.
falling
That's a
out.
Broken
mouth-breathing movie. Yeah. They had a falling out?
I think so.
Did they?
Not those two. Because we talking about Alan Covert?
Uh-huh.
If they did, I think it's been mended because like he runs Adam Sandler's company. Like he's producing
gotcha.
all this
Okay.
stuff.
Interesting.
I think it's the quarterback from Waterboy
Oh yeah.
is the one who became a big shit heel. And
really?
isn't even getting...
the guy Dante. In
Yeah.
what?
Yes, absolutely. He's so funny in that too. I can't remember his name.
He's the weed dealer in Grandma's Boy. He's the quarterback in Waterboy where he goes. Bobby Boucher sees people's heads changing, and it's like, water's gay. Gatorade rules.
The weed dealer in Grandma's boy.
I think his name's Dante, right?
And I'm looking at Waterboy right now.
Oh, okay.
Waterboy?
Yeah, this is Waterboy.
Peter Dante. He's Peter
Oh,
Dante.
okay.
Peter
Oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
He seems like he would suck.
I think he became an actual, Rob Schneider's a shit heel, but I think he became, not as tight and a big shit heel.
I know we've talked about this on this show like 3 times, but I can't remember. What did Rob Schneider do again?
He's very anti-trans. He's very conspiracy forward.
Got
I think
it.
anti-vax.
Conspiracy forward.
Yeah.
What a polite way.
He said he was
Not-
on the committee at the Oscars that decided what happened to Will Smith after the slappening. He claims that he was on a committee.
I saw that clip he was talking about.
That is madness.
Right? I was like, well, you were not on an Oscar committee, Rob Schneider.
No one wants your opinion, Rob Schneider. Yeah, fucking committee.
So that would always be a bummer of this movie is that reveal of that character. And I'm just like, oh, man.
Rob Schneider?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it was the
Like,
second.
why?
I was like, I know this is Rob Schneider. Who else is
You
this gonna
knew?
be?
Like,
Yeah.
just even not having any hands, you're like, it's got to be Rob Schneider.
Yeah, that was just like my assumption. This will be Rob
I
Schneider.
did love
Yeah.
that moment when they were in the police station and they're just like, it's happy to see, good to see you again. It's good to see you. And he's just licking his hand
Yeah.
randomly.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's great.
It is good.
I'm peeing right now.
Yeah. Steve Buscemi fucking rules.
He does
Always
rule.
down to fucking slum it in these weirdo fucking comedies like that.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Rob Schneider was removed from a stage in the middle of a fundraising event, like during the middle of a stand-up because of all his fucking weird bits.
Yeah.
Wild.
Really?
Was
Yes.
he doing like aggressively racial and political things?
Stuff about vaccines, women, and transgender people was removed in the middle of the set by the event organizers.
Trifecta.
Yeah, it was at a fundraiser event for hospitals.
Jesus.
That's insane.
I would like to revoke my donation to the hospital. I would like you to have less medicine in beds because of Rob Schneider's performance.
Oh wow. Yeah, he's a
The next time someone's
Character.
dying needlessly, I want you to look them into their eyes as the light fades and say, Rob Schneider did this. That'll be
Worst way to die.
Their last thought on this earth.
A really terrible way to die.
It's Rob Schneider's fault.
God. Hubie Halloween,
Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween.
Let's rate it.
Hubie Halloween.
starring the best center to ever play basketball.
Hell yeah. Goddamn right.
That's a correct statement.
Hell yeah.
How do you disagree? You're from L.A.
What?
Oh,
No,
okay,
no.
good. I thought that was your head in your hands with such disagreement of his statement.
What did he say? I wasn't
I
listening.
knew
What
you
did
were a
he say?
Vlade Divac fan.
He said, Hubie Halloween, starring the best center to ever play basketball.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there you
without
go.
question.
Yeah, yeah.
Hubie Halloween, I will give this film. Because that's we've been doing it all whole fucking night. I don't know what to say that I haven't said. I love it. You know if you do, but please give it a chance. Turn your ridges off and float downstream. I don't know.
I would like to give Hubie Halloween 1 Tim Meadows hairpiece because it is amusing, but for not very long.
Lucas, will you go before me?
Okay. I'm going to give Hubie Halloween 5 soups in 1 thermos because eventually they'll even out to something I like. Not love, but I like it.
Eventually, add enough soup and it evens out.
Add enough soup and we'll get somewhere good. Shit, more soup. Cody, would you like a thermos of many different soups blended together?
I can think of nothing more that I would like to throw in all of your faces. Maddie had a really good one when we were watching the movie, and I can't remember what it was, and she's not responding to me to remind me what it was. So I will give this one scared as fuck cat.
Yeah.
It's joyful. Yeah.
Oh, the cat.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a good time. I feel like I've now watched this every year since it came out. I think several times each year.
Jesus.
Because it's
This
so
is
silly.
Sneaking up my most watched movie list.
Well, it's one of these things where it's like I'll just turn this on and just have it on. It's fun, right? Anyway,
It's fun.
SHUDcast approved!
yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, is this the first time this has happened?
This is the first time.
Finally, I'm not alone. God.
This is the first time this has happened.
I'm going to have to say no.
Also,
Yes!
I know that you
First time
don't
this
mean
happened.
that. You're doing this to cause drama.
No, it can't always be your way.
I don't
There's us here
want the
too.
SHUDcast to approve this as something you have to watch during Halloween.
You
goddamn right.
absolutely have to
on
watch
that.
You're
it during Halloween.
goddamn right.
You guys were in for like a really quick hour 35 episode. It's going to drag out for at least 40 more minutes now. Because now it's an endurance battle.
It's an endurance battle, and you're going to hear listeners. Do you know what it sounds like when the sounds of people getting
Austin.
tortured?
You know what a good movie is?
What's that?
A movie that achieves its goals.
No, we're not doing this. So I think it's my pick next.
Decide.
We don't have to decide.
Yeah, we do.
It's
2-2.
undecided. Yeah, there's 4 of us. That's going to happen. It's a miracle it hasn't happened
I
yet.
know.
We accept it. We move forward.
There's no accepting. There's no draw.
don't wear him down.
There's no
Let
draw.
him be his own man.
I'm not
you
wearing
two are
him down.
bullies. You're bullies. I won't stand for it anymore.
scream me
He's
for
his
all
own
you
man.
Halloween.
He's his own man. He can shut down your piece of shit movie if he wants.
Lucas,
Yeah.
Don't do it.
It's
Don't
not.
fucking do it.
I've got 2 20s upstairs.
Okay, I approve it.
Oh, man.
SHUDcast approved. Woo!
Yes,
no,
it
it's-
is. No, it
it's
absolutely
split
is.
decision.
Shut the fuck up. It is.
No, it's split.
I'll pull your
we gotta
fingernails out.
decide.
I'll pull your
We do
fingernails out
not
and I'll
have to
record it.
decide.
Yeah.
We can't.
I'll pull your
decide.
fingernails out and I'll record it.
Donald Trump and Kamala Harris get the same amount of votes. What do we do?
Yeah, that matters.
Kevin Costner becomes president. That's a movie that exists.
True. That's true. See, there's a
upsetting.
contingency. So it is not SHUDcast approved, but Kevin Costner is president.
I decline.
And I hate that world.
There was no decline.
No, we
I
have to.
think Kevin Costner would make a good president.
Shut up. We have to decide this now.
It can't be decided.
You know who would make a good president? Hubie Halloween.
no,
he would make Hubie Halloween would-
He's the mayor. At the
Halloween
end of
would be
that
the
fucking
best.
mayor.
His name's
day.
not Hubie Halloween, by the way.
Hubie Halloween would make
movie. Hubert
Halloween.
Dubois. Excuse me.
Vote Halloween.
Halloween would be the biggest day on the planet if he were president.
Hold on.
He does not have the mental faculties to be the president.
I want to
of the
back up,
United States.
Lucas.
But that's by default because
We've
he's
had a
Jewish.
president.
I know.
Lucas, you said that you don't feel like you cannot put your name on a stamp of approval for this.
This is so
as
fucked
a movie
up.
that you have to
This
watch
is so
for Halloween.
fucked up that you two are
Right.
going to wear him down like this.
I'm not wearing
Yes.
anybody down.
Why do you feel that way? We're not talking about.
You are.
This is a very Halloween season movie.
We've got to
though.
decide.
We can't decide. We'll end the episode.
Because
That'll
I
be
don't
it.
want it to be endorsed by the SHUDcast as like I said, something you have to watch this Halloween season.
I would like to harken back to the
How about one of
beginning
you?
of this
How about
episode.
one of you change? Why is it one of us has got to change?
I would like to go back to
How
this-
about for the first time ever we don't approve something?
I would like to go
'Cause
back to
we're
the
right.
beginning of this episode where we said a very good case about how this movie just you can feel the Halloween season in it. You can touch the picket fences. I believe were the exact words that Curtis used. You can touch them, Lucas. You can touch them. I have $20 upstairs. You can touch them.
You can't bribe him. So if he acquiesces, know that it's because he's being bought. So this isn't a real approval. It's an asterisk approval at best. Is what you've just achieved.
That's what the Astros fans say.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean?
That's what the Astros fans say about the Dodgers. One World Series.
Well, they haven't.
You're going to side with the Astros? Is that what you're doing? You siding with them?
No, I'm siding with the fact that they have an asterisk. They have a much worse asterisk. But yeah, there are asterisks. There are. It was a short season. I can't argue that.
The Lakers championship in the bubble is an asterisk.
It is. These things just are.
They're accepting asterisks. I thought it was a good one. It's not working.
No, because if you get him to acquiesce, the approval is not. It's not a real approval.
Not if he doesn't get the money.
It's a bribed approval.
Not
Then
if he doesn't get the money.
that's lying. So now you're lying and cheating to get your way? This is who you want
I
to
didn't
be?
offer the money.
Look, this will not get decided. I do not want to sit here all night. We have to move on. That's the end of it.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm sensing tension.
We could maybe sit here all night.
We could,
I will stop the recordings of the things, pack them
How
up and
wide is that
leave.
lens? How much room does it capture in this room?
Well, how about this? Because I am tired and would like to deal with not being sick soon, we are going to call this a stalemate for the first time ever. I'm not happy about it. I'm going to lose sleep over it, but
Maybe.
here we are.
so who's actually? Do you want to stay up and settle it, or do you want to lose sleep by thinking about it?
We're just gonna.
There's no settling. There's no settling.
He's right. There is no settling. He's an immovable object.
I don't know about that.
I under no circumstance. I am not kidding. Before approving this movie, I will stop the recordings and just take the things and leave, and the episode will be done, and it will be weird.
You won't have tires to take the things to leave anywhere with.
Now there's threats of crime and violence. You're the fucking mafia, you two. This is the mafia, you. You're sick.
Excuse me. All I did was bribe. Okay.
Yeah,
It's just like the U.S. government.
It's
all right.
true. They start with bribes, and if you don't take the bribes, then they cut the horse's head off.
Maybe we let the Shuddites decide.
They're all going to vote
There's a
against
few.
us.
We don't know.
Take us to. Oh, I have an idea. We'll do a poll on Discord.
Do a poll on Discord.
We'll do a
Ooh,
poll
I
on
like this.
Discord.
When there's a stalemate,
It goes to the people.
it goes to the people.
How
The People's
democratic
Republic
of
of the
There you go.
SHUDcast decide.
That's pretty nice.
I like this.
I don't know if I love the wording of that.
The People's Republic of the SHUDcast.
feels authoritarian.
That's what the Beyond Fest people are called.
Yeah,
I could take that.
That's fair. Republic of California.
Well, I know that my heart is
Right.
pained.
We can be right.
And Lucas, we can be right.
No. No. You don't get the bump. You don't get the bump.
We bumped.
You and I need to always do this now.
You know
It
what's
will-
great?
Because we don't care. It will drive them fucking crazy.
What's great is this will go down in history as a Shudcast first, and it's all due to Adam Sandler.
I am
HUBie
actually,
Halloween, Shudcast
This is
first.
where we
I
now
am
have
shocked.
2 shows.
other movies were like through the episode started. Lucas hated the movie. By the end of it, he's turned his turned the tables,
break
right?
him down.
We didn't
You
break him
break him
down.
down.
It's called good rhetoric.
You don't let him be his own man.
Okay, it's called quality conversation
I out of
and
spite,
arguments.
even if I know I'm wrong, will
spite.
dig my heels in.
Yes, you're a spiteful person. We know this. Okay. Well, I believe that
are we
now it
watching
is
next?
Austin's turn for the next movie. Is
I
it not?
believe it is. I believe it is. And I'll be honest. I did actually agonize over this a little bit. And I'm still not 100%.
Is that the first time this has happened?
Yes. And I'm still not. I usually don't put a lot of thought. but
How
I-
many movies did you put on a list?
It started with 3.
Then it was 15.
No. It
And
started
then
with
30.
No. I wasn't. I didn't like create a list. I was like, oh, this would be fun. Oh, maybe I ought to do this. Maybe it got to 3. I eliminated 1. It came down to 2. It's still kind of down to 2. But I think I know what I'm going to do.
You could leave it to the coin.
No. Because I think I know what I want to do. Because 1, because on our last series I gave a gift to Curtis, and 1 would be a gift to you. And I want to do that. But I also feel like I want to do this other movie, and there's still an opportunity for Lucas to give a gift to you, so he could pick the movie that would be a gift to you. But I was reminded of a movie that I think deserves a much bigger conversation than maybe we've given it in the past. I know we've talked about this movie, but I don't think at great length. And if I'm wrong, I'll pick a different movie. But I was literally like, we didn't do an episode on this, right? I really don't think we did. So I'm going to pick a movie that we've actually talked about a little bit tonight, briefly. It's a movie that, I'm sorry, Curtis, that you watched very recently. But it's in my opinion, one of the best Halloween movies ever made, and one that I want to revisit. So for the next episode, we're going to watch Cobweb.
Okay,
nice.
Fuck yeah.
Yes!
It didn't get its fair shot in the sun, and I wanted.
No, it hasn't.
And I want because I saw it on your letterbox. I was like, oh fuck, we should do that because
Yeah.
this needs to be
It's a good one
Smart.
for Halloween.
propped
Yeah,
up
smart.
to the world as much as we can. 'cause
Yeah.
That movie rips.
Rips so
Yeah,
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll watch this 3 more times this year. I don't give a fuck.
The movie's
I don't
great.
give a shit. Love watching it. Cobweb!
Cobweb. Woo! And no matter what, Lucas and I will disapprove it.
Maybe I will too.
Great.
now
we'll
we
go
just
back.
don't approve anything
Yeah.
anymore.
Just always stalemate.
I don't like the direction this is going.
Cobweb.
turning
Is
into-
this on streaming or do you have to rent it?
You got to rent it.
Well, good. You should because it's
Yeah.
great and they deserve it.
And it never
To
got a
my
4K,
knowledge.
which
I
is
don't know.
bullshit.
Never got a 4K.
It didn't get a 4K.
No, I've got a
No,
blue
I thought you had a
upstairs.
4K.
No, I've
You
got the
have a
blue.
blue.
Same.
Well, maybe if enough of us rent it and watch it and talk about it, they'll give us a
Maybe
4K.
so.
Hell yeah.
Cobweb. This movie rocks.
Movie fucking rules.
Fuck yeah.
See you next time
Thank you, listeners.
in October.
Thanks.
We love you all.
We love
Fucking
you.
love you.
And sign up for our
Happy spooky
Patreon to
season.
access our Discord where you can determine our stalemate.
That's true. We talk every day. And if you want to weigh in, then do
Happy
it.
Halloween.
But goodbye.
Stay safe. Safety first.